Hello everyone. It's slightly early, but fun fact, today was one of the actual few days I have ever actually used my starting soon screen for more than just self-promotion. Usually I put it on and I go around and go to a bunch of different Discord servers and let everyone know I'm live. But today I decided that I actually had to be a proper streamer. And I went and I filled up my water bottle. I made sure that everything is good, hopefully Wi-Fi wise. Apologies if it is a little icky, it is still Uganda Wi-Fi, so. But it appears to be doing pretty good, which I'm really happy about because, oh thank goodness, you know. Uganda Wi-Fi is terrifying and has been why I haven't streamed in so long, so sorry everyone. Yeah, sorry if you're one of the people who's been waiting for a Destiny of Dragons stream. But, okay, I absolutely adore this game. Hi! Welcome, sorry, I'm so off topic right now. Again, I'm rusty. I am so rusty, I am so dusty right now. Your girl, she ain't prepared, okay? She isn't used to be. Wi-Fi can be rude sometimes, especially when you live in Uganda. It can be rude a lot of times. Also, speaking of Uganda, I'm gonna move my fan over to the other side so it's a little less by my mic and hopefully not as loud as it's hot in Uganda. We're really close to the equator, so I need my fan. So apologies if it's loud. Alright, and we are just making one final little self-promotion thing. Hello, Soup! Welcome. We're gonna be playing, well, a dating game. But it's honestly, it's more than just your average dating game. I enjoy this game, and if you think it looks fun, make sure to check it out. So much of it is free. Actually, I'm gonna go right over to... So, literally, it's so much is free. I have a few DLCs, but it makes it very clear what the DLCs are. I have these DLCs that you can see on the screen, but not these ones, as I just don't really like them. I'm not super interested in the characters as I am in the main guy, you know. But speaking of being characters you're super interested in, I'm so excited for the next game because if you know anything about me, you know that I prefer guys to girls a little bit. Yeah, just find them a little prettier. So, and I like fall over summer. So while I think this game is very cozy, I think the fall vibes of the next game are just gonna be top tier, and I'm so excited. Absolutely brimming with joy. Absolutely just. Your girl's gonna go insane for the next game. And if they make any more, oh, I'm just gonna explode. This game is so good. Again, sorry for how rambly I am today. I'm just so excited to actually be able to play this game, and I'm definitely not stalling because I'm a little embarrassed about my out loud reading skills. So if they're not really up to par, I'm really sorry. I'm not the best at reading out loud, and I'll mess up a lot, and I beg of you, please don't bully me too much. I'm really self-conscious about it, and so would prefer if we keep the bullying to a minimum. Slight teases every now and then are fine, I guess, but it is something I'm actually really self-conscious about, so... Hopefully, Mod Smile will be showing up soon to make sure that the bullying doesn't get too out of hand. And yes, we are calling them Mod Smile. Alright. I'm actually gonna get some Steam achievements today because I have never actually done a mean route in this game. Alright. New file. Thank you for watching. Okay, we're not gonna go for gameplay explanation streams. I will just explain gameplay things as they come along, as I'm very experienced with this game. I've played it with multiple friends. I've started a few multiple playthroughs myself. I haven't actually finished multiple playthroughs, which is really silly. I'm about to finish one that I'm actually playing with our beloved mod Smile, aka the love of my life. And it's very fun. We have a running joke because lots of times characters will have a smile pulling at their lips, or we'll give you a gentle smile, and we're like, wow, the clones, man. The clones be crazy. It's very fun. Okay, so, no. And then we are here at a character creator. So we are going to create an annoying child. We must create the most annoying child. So, request some annoying names. What is the most annoying name that belongs to the most annoying people? Give me some of those and we'll see which one we want to use for this, because I don't really want this to be in my name. I would rather not have it in my name, to be mean to my precious boy Cove, please. So, most annoying names you can think of. Alright, and I will try and design the most annoying person. Which is hard, because this game is just too cute. Oh, I swear. Ah, yes. Pigtail? Okay, listen to me. If a person has pigtails, they're either the nicest, sweetest person. Like, if a child has pigtails, they're either the nicest, sweetest little cinnamon roll, or they're a massive jerk who will kill your entire family. There is no in between when it comes to kids who wear pigtails. And I stand by that full-heartedly. I have a thing against people named Olivia. I don't know what name I have something against. I like way too many names. Oh, yes. Why does it always have the random symbol? POV. POV, I give the character my hair and eye color because I find myself annoying. Yes, your girl dragon, she is not actually a pink-haired girly right now. My hair, I need to get my hair re-dyed, but right now it is back to my natural blonde. Honestly, if we're going for someone, but if I give him my eye. Wow, I can't believe it. This was a test. I was trying to bait Mod Smile out. Smile! Smile, get over here! Smile! Smile! They'll show up eventually. I've been reeling them. Olivia or Emily. They can either be the nice or rudest people. Same with people who wear pigtails. So now we have to decide what is the meanest hair color. Traditionally it's blonde, and I'm a blonde. So I would have to say blondes are also nicest people, the meanest, or they're me. But I don't really consider myself a blonde at this point because my hair has been pink so much. My hair is pretty much always pink, and I'm really sad that it's not pink right now. So I wish there was a softer pink in this game, or like more red pink, because I think it's a decent pink on its own, but I think it's just too bright for me personally. Alright, yeah, but this looks like a jerk. Alright. Dirty blonde. Oh, I'm so thankful that my hair has lightened out. So I went from being really blonde to sort of blonde to like dirty blonde to being sort of blonde to really blonde again. And then all has to do with getting lots of sun. I'm discounting every time I've had it pink or bleached, because obviously when it's bleached, it doesn't really count. I can't use my rosy cheek options because rosy cheeks are for cute people. Why did the glasses make her look 10 times more evil? Apologies, glasses users, but you're gonna tell me and you're gonna look at me and tell me that these glasses do not make this kid look 10 times more evil. This is an evil child. She also look like a librarian with glasses. All these glasses options are very much librarian vibes. Alright. All the birthmarks. Alright, and now we need the most annoying name, which we will take a chat vote. We will either take a chat vote or I shall Google it. To the Google. The glasses do. Yeah, the glasses make this child go from like annoying to straight up like I'm evil. Alright. To the Google. Most annoying name for girls. It could be one of those like Google it. Yeah, add to the Googles. Apparently Allison, Blossom, Bluebell, Braylin, Brianna, Rayleigh, any Adeline, Adelie voice. We can also, we'll check the, honestly, I want to see if any of these are in the voice name DLC. This voice name DLC is actually free, so if you want to get the game, you can get this DLC for free, and maybe you'll find your own name in here, and then characters actually can say your name. It's super nice, and I'm really happy it's a free DLC because I feel like it would be really scummy to charge money for something like this. Oh no. I know. I know. Listen. Children named Angel. They can be actual angels, but pretty often they are not. Like, kids named Angel, they're usually evil. Name searching. Oh, Claire. Claire's an evil name as well. There are too many evil names. For real. Alright, now we need a last name. What is a last name that you personally have beef with? A last name that has wronged you? I need the last names that have wronged you. Honestly, it's probably gonna be any basic white last name. Anyone with a basic last name. That's what I'm saying, Smith. Speaking of like basic names, Twitch streamer Chubbo. I think when you get into like the Minecraft fandom sphere, there are two types of names. There are the Shelby Graces of the world. Shovel, you know, Shelby Grace. Look me in my eyes and tell me Shelby Grace is not the most beautiful name you've ever heard. And then you have Tobias Smith. You have most beautiful name in the entire world, and then NPC name. And that is just the reality you have to accept. Here we have, okay, here is our evil little child. Isn't she glorious? She is going to bully this poor adorable boy. Oh, we have hit 0 KBS. Okay, in the panic. Panic. I don't like hitting 0 KBS. It scares me. The Uganda Wi-Fi is struck again. Oh no. We haven't dropped any frames, but because we're on 0 kbps, the delay might be a little bad. It's not even kbs, it's kbp. But we got William Gold. Those like just beautiful, basic name. The game now. No more stalling. No. Okay, gotta warm up my jaw. Someone redeem a hydrate so I can get some water. I summon thee, smile. I just realized I forgot to close my windows. So I'm gonna do that. Well. All right, we are out of the dead spot, it looks like, for a bit, so. And I'll close my windows. Why as soon as I get back with it? Again, I'm gonna disappear again for a moment, sorry. I'm being drowned. Oh, I yelled way too loud, way too close to my mic. Sorry, everybody. Mod Smile, first hydrate and a posture check and a stretch. Hello, Smile. Everyone say hello to Mod Smile. All right. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of year. The usual sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination, with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of schoolless vacation with it. During the summer, your moms didn't like you to wander too far outside of your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked how your family was, or most often just said hello. Alright, that's our first choice. Also, wait, I just realized we didn't question. Do we prefer this overlay or do we prefer this overlay? Give me a moment to pop up. So which overlay is our preference? What about Smile? We're just saying hello. Just gameplay. Slightly bigger chat on this. Okay, we have to, but they always said hi. We're going with number 1 from the ground overnight. Blech. See what I mean about not. Dragon calls you Mod Smile. I do. I'm just. Alright. You didn't recognize really residential district, as your moms called it. So, for you, not knowing who a total stranger was set off a lot of red flags. Your mom's had a talk with you about, and your big sister Lizzie, about this kind of situation before. Yeah. Yeah, this is a jerk answer. You wouldn't listen if you're a little evil child. I should have just called this the evil child. But time to be an evil little child. Right. You hadn't exactly been listening at the time. But you weren't sure about this man yet. Whether he was nice or not, you didn't want to be bothered. You slowed down as you thought about how you could get around this. There's a split second where your eyes met, and that wasn't good. He was probably going to say something now that he'd seen you standing around here. Hey! You're right. His deep voice called out to you, and he didn't say anything. I don't have a deep voice, and I'm not going to try to do one because I think I'll actually... It will be the most embarrassing thing I've ever done, and I've done a lot of embarrassing things, so... We're just not. We're just gonna do my same usual voice for every character because, oof. And this is coming from someone who like does voice work. That's why I write to fit my voice, or specifically to contrast it. Alright. Unfortunately, the man stood up and started to make his way towards you. Not wanting to seem too approachable, you folded your arms and stared. Yep. So, do you live around here? What's your name? You looked the man up and down, taking in his tan skin and relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo. You wondered if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question. Huh. Before the ad break, everyone, what's the most evil chance? 1, 2, or 3? I need to know. Because the ads are starting in 19 seconds, and I'm not going to be doing a ton of stuff during ad breaks usually, as I just like to take them to chill. It's better for me as a streamer, and I hope you guys are okay with the ads. I hope they don't, if they do anything weird, feel free to talk about it, as long as it's not too weird, you know? But anyway, have fun at ads, everyone who's going to have them. And as we start our slight break time, I'm going to give myself a little head pat. Oh, why is my head pat slightly moved over? There we go. 2. Yes, evil children care not for safety. I live right here. My name is Angel. Nice to meet you, Angel. He gave you a broad smile, relief settling on his face. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hand as he held it up to you. Even more confused than before, you looked back at him. Well, could you do me a favor? Nothing bad. Sorry, I should have... Let me start over. Oh, now the ad breaks have officially started. Well, I got the notification that the ad breaks are in progress. I forgot that was happening already. I am way all over the place today. Apologies. I was just playing this game with some friends on a different route, as I've played quite a few, so... But yeah, ad break is break time, so I'm going to take this time to just kind of chill. I'm trying to implement this so I don't get as tired during streams, but it's really hard because I have it in my brain that I need to be talking constantly to chat. Like, I need to constantly be interacting, constantly be full high energy. And I realized that as a streamer, that's not probably a good mindset for me to have, as it makes me feel not very good when I end streams. I feel tired, I feel exhausted, I feel like I just want to lie down and cry because I'm just that tired. No ad break for me. That's good. Then you get the actual deep emotional dragon talk that I'm having right now. But yeah, so I'm trying to implement these break times to try and just bring it a little bit lower energy than I usually have to be, that I feel like I have to be. That way, when I do get off stream, I don't just collapse into my bed and start crying because I'm just exhausted. Because, well, for most people, say in like EST, this is at 11. For me, it's already 7:30 p.m. And, you know, at 7:30, I am a pretty early sleeper. So I usually go to bed by 10, and that's usually, like, I end stream at 10, so I'm already tired because that's when I usually sleep. But alright, ad break is over, we can get back to the game, and I made myself thirsty again. Mod Smile, can we please get another hydrate? Please, please, please. Oh yes, for anyone new here, I don't drink on streams unless I get a hydrate. It's just some kind of thing. Also, if you're new here, check out the Discord! Come hang out with me over in my woods. You can be my little forest friends. Creatures and critters. We have a lot of fun in the Discord, and I've been wanting to even have some, like, I've been wanting to do more movie nights. I've also, if you want to subscribe, we have some subscriber-only chats. A Q&A, a sub-chat, music suggestions. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. We also have a sub VC, and we're going to be doing some streams with subs eventually. Eventually, when I get a Patreon set up, it's probably going to be also Patreon supporters. So instead of just being a sub chat and stuff, it's probably going to be a supporters chat. Just eventually warning you all for the future. So if you'd rather support me when I actually get that set up in that way, then that is also very much appreciated. But any way of getting me like any type of money, whether it's through my commissions, through subscribing, or when I eventually get Patreon set up, you know, supporting over there. Anyway, super helps out, and thank you all so much for everyone who has. Also, free ways, following, just interacting, joining the Discord. Those are amazing free ways that make me so happy, and thank you to everyone who's done that. I'm so appreciative. Alright, back to the game. At a sentimental times. Time for a game that makes me cry. He cleared his throat and stood up straighter. From where you were standing, it just made him look creepier. I have a son. His name is Cove. Who's about your age. Yeah. Evil child, run. Cove. That seemed like a strange name for an actual person. But definitely the kind of name someone like this guy would give their kid. We moved in across the street, see? Rawr! Hazel! I dropped what I was holding! Hi, Hazel! I see you woke up. How did you sleep? It's okay. Any free ways of supporting are amazing as well. Morning, Hazel. How did you sleep? I'm sorry I left you in call. You fell asleep and I didn't want to, you know. Which time? Oh, and I just saw your message about waking up. Call ended 19 minutes. Yeah, you fell asleep pretty fast. But, for anyone wondering, this is Hazel. They're my friend. They're a really close friend. I should probably actually give them VIP so you know that. I don't know how to add a VIP. Someone call Mod Smile, please. No, I actually timed out. No, I accidentally timed you out. No! How do I undo that? 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 I didn't mean to, ah! I don't know how to do this. I'm sorry, Hazel. Smile, help! Smile, I accidentally just timed out Hazel. And I forgot how to spell Panchen! Smile has abandoned us! I don't know if this is the correct command. Unable to add VIP? Why? No! Unban, unmod, no. You need to, no! I just want to, pardon? Ugh. Hang on, I think this is more appropriate right now. Panchen underscore. Ah! Pan, we will free you, Hazel. I just wanted to VIP my boo will win. Pan got banned. Hazel, I'm so sorry. Okay, Pan, no, Mama loves you. Mama loves you, I swear. Honestly, I need to get a mix of these two emotions because I feel like both of them are very me right now. Mama loves you very much, Pan. Please, Hazel. Ah! Alright. Time to be evil. Let's be mean to this child who's sad. Alright. He gestured towards the house that had been empty for a year, his watch catching the late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the walls. The gigantic for sale sign was finally gone. You must be Angel Smith, right? I met your moms earlier and they told me you were 8, just like him, so... He shook the $20 bill to bring it back to your attention, a hopeful smile tilting his lips at the corner. Can you try to be friends with the boy? I'm sorry, Pan, I'm sorry, Hazel, this is what we've decided to do today. I know, I'm very upset about it, I'm really upset, I don't know why you decided to do an evil run today. I actually, well, think about it, Pan. I want to 100% the game. You need to be mean. You need to be mean to 100% the game, unfortunately. At least disinterested. Not specifically mean, but you just have to, you can't like him. Oh, wow. I just looked at my arm. For anyone wondering, so I have a stim. When I am upset, I scratch my arm. I also have really sharp nails. So I have short nails. I didn't expect them to be sharp. So currently I kind of really beat up my arm recently. So it's kind of covered in scratches and I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I look like I got attacked by a cat. I look like I got straight up mauled by a cat. I did not. I got mauled by myself. Hazel, I'm sorry, honey. What's done must be done. What must be done must be done. I'll cry. No, I'm already crying. Just give it a chance and you can keep this. He's a good kid. You'll like him.
Do you mind?
But you gotta keep it a secret too, okay? Wouldn't it be friendly to say his dad sent you? This one seems the most mean, and as we're playing as Angel Smith, the jerk. Angel Smith, massive jerk. Angel Smith, so we have to pick the meanest one. But Hazel, I don't hate you. Hazel, I love you very much. That's why I played Vault Hunters with you. Okay? And also, I had a lot of fun with Vault Hunters. We need to play more. Those. Alright. Did other kids really get their parents to pay for friendships? Deep breaths, everyone. Deep breaths, deep breaths. We're gonna have to start being a little... Oh. Had your moms done that for you and Lizzie? The thought made you frown. What do you say? Want to make a deal? Alright. We take the bill, or we run away. That's the only two options we have here. This one doesn't exist. I promised, Pan. I even got like, I revealed one of the things I'm most insecure about to chat just so I could play this today. So apologies, but I revealed the fact that I cannot read out loud. And that's something I'm really embarrassed about. Hazel, you're not gonna make that embarrassment go to waste, are you? Alright. We take the money. We don't tell Cove about it. Actually, that could be really good because I haven't actually gotten one of the pictures you get for telling Cove, like, in a super late step. And because we're doing this, like, whole, like, mean to friends to lovers kind of thing, I think it would be really, really good to go for that. So I actually think that would lead to a better storyline in the future. Are you gonna lie to Cove or no about the money? Oh, well, Angel Smith, I don't know if Angel Smith... Wait, I would go straight up to Cove after he's all comforted and I'd be like, your dad tried to pay me to be your friend, but I said no because I just thought that was really awful of him. And I want to be your friend anyway. Okay, in my first playthrough of the game, I didn't even realize, but I had apparently taken the money, and then suddenly it was telling me all about this, like, money I had, and I'm like, excuse me? I have what? I took it? Because I did not want to take it, I just wanted to befriend this sweet little baby boy. Alright, but Angel Smith is gonna take the bill. You carefully plucked the bill from his outstretched hand, grinning at the thoughts of what you could do with that much cash. Oh, I don't have the right emotion for this. Somebody real quick, find the picture I used to make my persona. Real quick, make me a crying and shit. Make me one that's like a mix between these emojis, please. These emotions, please, real quick. My Ozzy's pretty easy to recreate in the pig crew, so please, 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 and then send them to me on Discord, and I need a state between these two to be this stream, because look at this. I'm not gonna be this. This is what Angel is, but me, personally, I am a mix between these. I need a crying and shaking and screaming. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to think about Cove, but think about it. Think about it, Hazel. I need to 100% this game. I need to. Let me check Steam and tell you just how many hours I have in this game without, like... I have 62.7 hours in this, and I am only 13 out of 22. I have only 59% after 62.7 hours. 62.7 hours, and I have only 59% of the game. Okay. Don't hurt Cove in front of me. You can mute the stream, baby. Mute the stream. I can't do this. Alright. I don't want to think about what I'm going to do with the money. I don't want to. The sky was the limit with that kind of amount. Oh no. I think I just need to stay this the whole, I don't know, I don't have the right base yet. We're going to stay this, but just pretend I'm crying and shaking and screaming. He is too beautiful to be hurt, I know, and I know that's why I'm sending you fan arts right now. Because he's a beautiful, beautiful boy who I love, and I can't stand to see him hurt, but it must be done to 100% this beautiful, amazing work of art of a game. And and I have been just brought a cup of noodle. Like, actually a cup of ramen made into a ramen, a cup of ramen. Not an actual cup of noodle, no. Just ramen in a cup. Mama, please, I'm sorry, Hazel. I'm sorry. Alright. We gotta focus. We gotta focus. The man smiled at you, his eyes crinkling at the sides as he did. Great, that's great. I'll bring him by tomorrow. I want him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but... Well, I don't know where he's gotten off to. Hang on, I'm gonna eat my noodles. Oh, this is also the brand that kind of tastes like cup of noodle. Minus the styrofoam. The styrofoam just adds so much flavor. I'm betrayed and hurt by myself. You think I wanted this pan? No, but I'd have to 100% the game, because it's a work of art. Mama, you know how to do? I do, Hazel. How about after we do this painful stream, Hazel, we go and we kill Fox for saying Cove is ugly. And for making... Alright, so anyone in the chat, so we were talking about Cove in one of our... we have a little chat for the game in our Discord server. And we were just kind of talking about it. And our friend Fox came in and is like, he's ugly, he talks funny, and I bet he eats Kraft cheese. And we're like, wow! You know, he talks funny because he has autism. You know, he likes Kraft cheese is his safe food. And we just kept going off on Fox about, like, we can't believe you would make fun of him like that. And Fox was like, we then decided that we would all murder Fox. Fox also, I'm airing Fox's dirty laundry here. Fox said that they don't like animated Markiplier. Animated Markiplier is not hot to Fox tops. So, do with that what you will, dear chatters. All right, we need to get this heartbreaking over with. We need to finish step 1 as soon as possible. That way we can go and we can be friends with Cove, and then we can fall in love. Listen, it's gonna lead to such a good story, and it's gonna lead to such a good arc. Okay. He laughed when he said that, but the way his face looked at you, you thought he actually wanted to cry. If you see him, can you tell him to come on home? He's got a pink cast and glasses. You can't miss him. Okay. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends. You knew that, but you're still gonna help. The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head. Paused before doing so, then pulled his hands away instead. I think Angel would bite him. I'm soul rating Angel right now, and I think she would bite him if he did. Like, Angel, this evil little child, she would bite this man if he gave her a head pat. That's why Angel's evil, and I don't stand for Angel's actions. See, no. Okay? Hazel, anything I do in the game, this is Angel. This is Angel Smith. This is not Dragon Destiny, Destiny of Dragons. That's Angel Smith, and Angel Smith is evil. Destiny of Dragons is just messaging, just projecting, I'm just being Angel. I am not doing these. Angel is. I love Cove! Stop it! I love Cove, and Ivory loves Cove, so stop it. Yeah, Angel would bite him. The man smiled. Okay, we were at that one. Your moms are already checking around for me. Such a thoughtful group you are. Now I better go looking too. I can't put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here. I thought he might come back, and that's not what's important. I have to go. Thanks again, Angel. So much. He jogged off down the street without another word. You decided to check the hills behind your house. No. Step 1, first sight. Oh. chirping of crickets in the tall grass greeted you, quiet and familiar. From the top of the hill, you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of waves on the shore and the seagulls squawking as they settled down for the night. Oh, how does Miss Angel Smith feel about the ocean? Let's get a soul read on Angel. How does she feel about the ocean? And I'm gonna eat my ramen while we wait. She would drown someone in it. Yeah, sorry about it. You know, I bet she hates the ocean. I bet she has no joy and no whimsy. I bet she hates the ocean. No joy, no whimsy. So, you didn't enjoy the beach all that much, especially the sand, which got absolutely everywhere. You really couldn't understand why so many people came all the way from where they really lived just to visit the ocean. See, look at that. No joy, no whimsy. She's just evil. An evil little child. You took in a deep breath. You wanted to try and relax, but you couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you you weren't alone, so you glanced around. Oh, look at him. Look at how precious he is. My heart, Chad, I need a moment. Your heart is on the left side, right? I don't know my directions. I think that's my heart. Or it might be over there. I don't know where my heart is, so I'm just gonna put that I'm just gonna put my hands in the middle of my chest and just clutch it. Oh, my heart. Look at the precious boy. He's so young. There is a boy sitting atop of one hill, almost completely hidden within the long grass and white flowers surrounding him. His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably just that he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. You watched him a minute longer, feeling a bit like he'd found a deer in the wilds. Though deer didn't have... Alright, what's the worst thing she could point out about this kid? Absolute worst thing. I'm gonna eat my ramen every time I do one of these question segments because I'm hungry. It's 7 p.m. I haven't eaten since a bagel this morning. I didn't even put anything on my bagel. I just ate straight plain bagel. Didn't even cut it open. It wasn't even like a fancy bagel. It was actually just a plain bagel. Nom nom. Alright. Yeah, she probably found out the glasses. Every time you do an option, I cry. I know. Huge glasses. What this new boy did. You watched as he pushed them up the bridge of his nose with a finger. After a few more seconds, he took a step forward, then another. And he glanced your way. Oh, he's looking at us. Oh, no. I don't have the right face for this. Look at this sad and beautiful boy. Smite, you can't do this to me. You can't say things like that when we all know you're in love with Coders as well. You play with it with me too much. Oh. His aquamarine eyes reflected the light of the moon. You stopped, raising a hand to acknowledge him and show him you weren't scary. What do we say? What do we say? Oh, I can't choose. Nom nom nom. Perks of Perks of not having a face cam. I get to shovel food in my mouth. And you guys don't get to see. So. Alright. I think With a start, he jumped to his feet, his hands balling into fists at his side. He didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way. He'd been crying. There were traces of tears on his cheeks and his knees, soaking the hem of his shorts, and his eyes were still shining with a few more. You'd obviously caught him off guard. His pink cast seemed to glow in the twilight. Though when he caught you staring at it, he had his arm behind his back. Angel would stare harder. Angel would go up and she would poke it. She'd be like, wow, does it hurt when I do this? Does it hurt when I do this? And then she would get smacked, and she deserves that because Angel is a little... I can't say that because Angel is technically 8 years old. Something a man said earlier and stuck out to you. Cove? Eyes wide, he studied you. How'd you know that? You touched the money in your pocket, feeling it crinkle beneath your fingertips. She would say, I'm all knowing, and not like in the silly fun, like, oh, I'm just all knowing. It'd be obviously I'm all knowing. Like, it would be an annoying and not funny way, because Angel is a jerk, and I don't know how many times I can say Angel is a jerk, and, I'm all knowing. That's a lie. Tell the truth. Okay, your dad told me who you were. Oh. So, is this your hill? He gestured with his uninjured arm to the patch of grass surrounding you, his face falling at the prospect. I can leave if it is. Yeah. Yep. Bye then. Wait, you can stay. I'm not kicking you out. But you said... I don't have to make people leave just because it's not theirs. Other people can visit. His face relaxed a little at that, and he toed the grass beneath his shoe timidly. Oh. He sat back down with a thump, resting his chin on his knees again. Curious about the strange new boy with the odd dad, you sat on the patch of grass next to him. The pure white flowers that covered this hill rocked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers, too. The night wind was cool as it traveled over the ocean and up the hill, chasing away the heat from the afternoon sun. Okay, so we can go with the kind of like nicer. Why are you here? Or you can go with the why did your family move? Huh? Answer me. Answer me. Answer me. Why did family move? And you know you gotta do that because we're playing Angel, and Angel's a jerk. And real quick, I'm gonna take a bite of my ramen. Thank you. I needed that. I'm sobbing. I'm sobbing too, but I'm trying really hard to not on camera, because that's gonna be really embarrassing. I'm already embarrassed enough. Okay. Don't worry, it's all gonna pan out nice, because, you know, we're gonna do this as kids, and then when we're teenagers, it's gonna be all like, oh, we're friends now. And then when we're like young adults, it's gonna be like, I have a crush on you. And then finally, it's gonna pay off in the end. It's gonna pay off in the end, I promise. It has to. Alright, why'd your family move? A quiet hiccup escaped Cove as soon as you asked the question. Almost like they never stopped, his tears started up again with a vengeance. My parents... They don't want to live with me anymore. Together with me anymore. The tears fell fast and heavy over his flushed cheeks, sticking in his dark lashes. My mom made my dad leave, and he took me with him, and now we have a house here, and I want to go home. The outburst took you off guard. By the time he was done wailing, Cove's chest was heavy with exhaustion. He sniffled and removed his glasses, wiping out his eyes with the back of his hand before putting them back on again. I hate this place. I want my real life back. I want my mom. Oh no! I don't want to! 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 I don't! Again, I'm actually gonna go into Pit Crew right now, and I'm gonna make myself some faces for this, because I need a crying, like, exasperated, I don't have the right emotion for this moment. The one run where you don't get married? Excuse me, I have the marriage juice. Yeah, I always have to get married. I didn't buy that DLC for nothing. Come on. Listen, this is your enemies to lovers storyline. Everyone loves enemies to lovers. Right? Enemies to lovers? People like that. Come on, it's got ads done now? Oh, I thought the ads, okay. I thought the ads were starting soon. I'm already doing that for you? Oh, I need the face. I need to express my pain on my little adorable face. Because this cute little smile with these slightly sad little eyebrows ain't doing anything. It's not expressing my truest pain. Alright. Okay, deep breaths, chat. In and out. In and out. Oh, did I literally breathe out that loud that I peaked my mic? I didn't know I could breathe that loud. That's insane. Alright, we gotta do it. Stop crying. He slipped his hands underneath his glasses and pressed his fingers against his eyelids. Cove lined himself up again for another long crying fit. You were tired of seeing him crying? No! Ow! Ow! Curls into a ball. Wailing, sobbing. The noises of Destiny of Dragons dying, actually. This is pain. You know, you don't know how much I love this. I can't do this either. I don't know why. Only like 2 or 3 more hours to go. Yippee! And then we have to play through the whole game knowing that we did this to Cove as a kid. Yippee! Oh, I'm trying to keep it together so hard, but this is so hard. I love this boy so much. If you also love this boy, may I suggest getting this game for yourself, as it's so amazing. There's so much work put into it. There's so many choices you can see, and so many of the choices, like, they actually affect things, and it's the best. And like, lots of games will spout, oh, we have plenty of different choices, but then those choices do, like, nothing. This game, plenty of choices, and the choices actually do stuff. It's amazing. I love having my choices actually do stuff in a game. Like, but I don't like using my choices to be evil, so I'm really sad. Okay, you were tired of seeing him crying so much already. He should learn to toughen up. Babies cry. He is a baby. He's only 8 years old. He's just a baby. But from way off in the distance, you heard your parents. Angel! Cove? Kids, where'd you go? Cove looked at you, tears still clinging to his cheeks. Don't tell them we're here.
I want to go home.
I don't want to go back to that house. I want to go home. Sorry, you have to go. Even if it is fair, he's your dad. You stood up, dusting your pants off. He always says if he says you gotta go home, you gotta. Sorry. Slowly, Cove stood up with you, still looking a little reluctant. His dad's voice rang out again. Cove, can you hear me? He looked towards the sound of his dad's voice, silent, then turned away while rubbing his not bandaged arm. Sorry. I still don't want to go. Okay, how evil is Angel? Cause like, sure, she'd bite grown-ups, sure. Like, sure, I guess, but like, yeah, she'd do that, but is she really that evil to call out to the kid's parents? I can't deal with her being that evil. It just hurts. It hurts too much. I'll fight. I can't. I decided that Angel is evil. But again, slightly off topic, the music in this game, like, I love this game. Right. I'm sorry, Hazel. What must be done must be done. Wanting to go home, you raised your own voice. Over here, Cove's face soared. He said nothing, but his thoughts were probably pretty nasty at that moment. I deserve it. I deserve it. I'm sorry. I feel like I would. No! No! This is the worst day of my life. The payoff better be as good as I want it to be. No, Hazel, please, you're the only thing keeping me sane. Hazel, please. Nah! You can either DM it to me, or I guess if you're in my Discord, the media tab should be fine. But, yeah, send it in the Discord server, or my DMs are open, I think. And since you're here in my chat, you know, I'll actually let you DM me. Slurp, slurp. Sorry if you could hear the slurping. Again, I had my ramen served to me in a mug, so I am drinking it like it is a hot cocoa. Nom nom. Alright, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. We can't quit now. We have to get the payoff. The trio of parents appeared over the curve of the hill. Instantly, all their eyes landed on you, and they rushed over. Both your moms were at your side in a split second, faces filled with worry. No, the kind, loving dragon still exists. She's also... Listen, I'm a storyteller, Hazel. I'm a storyteller. I'm a storyteller. I do what must be done. Think about the payoff. Think about the payoff. That's the open mouth one. Oh no. I will set those up after. Uh-oh. Alright. We're probably just gonna... Oh. The sadness is hit. Thank you for the head pats. I'm in real pain right now. I can't do this. Angel is no angel. Angel is the devil. We hate Angel. Angel, you're here after all. We've been at the park to check for Cove and then heard what happened earlier when you met the new neighbor. I thought you might have gone off further away. Why is everyone acting like this is such a big thing? We didn't know where you went. We were worried. Yes, thank God you're both fine. Were you two having fun out here? You looked over at Cove, who was wiggling against his dad's tight hug and pushing out his arms. You shrugged. He's new here. It was okay. Finally letting go of his squirming, scowling son, Cove's dad turned to the three of you.
That's a relief.
Thanks very much for finding him. I really don't know this neighborhood. Good thing Angel knows this whole area so well. Absolutely. We should be getting home now. It's been a long day for all of us. Say goodbye, Cove. Bye. The two of them walked off into the darkness, heading towards the neighborhood. You watched Ko's bright pink cast until it disappeared. Tell you what, we'll have a proper playdate tomorrow, okay? Your new friend's dad wanted to bring him to see you and bring him by to see you and Lizzie. How does that sound? Sounds like words. It's either it sounds like words or you nodded, ducking your head down. Sounds like words. Both of your moms laughed, the sounds overlapping into a warm, familiar chorus. Mommy put her arm around your shoulder and led you towards the path. Satisfied and more than a little ready to go to bed after your long, exciting day, you followed them home. This hurts. Yeah. Direct and indifferent. Oh, this is pain. Okay, I'm ready to get the Steve achievement for this, though. You won't be able to change it again until step 2. Oh, that's someone else's saves. Okay, I think we're gonna start on page 20. Okay. We're saving here because I might want to go back and use Angel and have her actually be nice from the beginning. And there's the Steve achievement sound. Oh. By the next morning, you were poking at your food, eating it slowly. Your sister Lizzie had run out earlier to go play, and you'd stayed put. Today, just like your moms had promised, Cove was coming over to hang out. Excited to see your new friend again, Angel. We're not friends, really.
Okay.
With that said, are you done with your breakfast? Your bowl is entirely empty, so she don't got time for this. She's gotta go be evil. Good job. He should be here soon. Cleanup began, and then on cue, there was a knock. It was hesitant, like the person wasn't sure they were in the right place. Still loud, though. We need to get a more obvious doorbell. I know. Angel, could you get it? Because Mom said so, you wandered over to the door. Hey, Smith family, thanks for having us. Mr. Holden, as your moms have called him, and his son were here. Cove was looking different in the bright light of your living room, and when he wasn't crying. With his dad standing in front of him and Mom and Mommy behind you, you and Cove looked at each other. Cove's dad paid for this. This is what 20 bucks of friendship buys. Angel. Dragon is no, Angel is evil. I'm just being Angel. With his dad standing in front of him and Mom and Mommy behind you, you studied Cove apathetically. This was the parents' plan, not yours. Not seeming any more excited than you were, he just stared back. Oh, what type of bracelet do we have? Okay. Need to pick bracelet. What type of bracelet do evil people have? Probably what's ever fanciest and sparkliest. So probably crystal beads, because those would be colorful and like shiny most likely. And I see evil people as being these like shiny, you know. So crystal bead bracelet on your wrist. Do you want to go play in your room, Angel? Sure. I've got some cool stuff. Come look. Okay.
Take care.
Let us know if you need anything, you too. Have fun, kids.
See you.
See you later, son. Play nice. You let him into your room, puffing out your chest a little bit at the sight of your treasures. There were lots of stuffed animals, a cool bed, and a window to look out of. It was a great room. You hadn't had anyone to show it to in a while, but you were really proud of it. He leaned in a little closer to one of your drawings on the wall. I like this. It's either I drew that, like self-censored, egotistical, or it's I don't. Alright, so I'm gonna go over the game plan. So, the game plan is, in this step, we're going to be kind of mean, but we're slowly going to warm up. In the next step, we're going to be Cove's friend. You know? And then in step 3, we're actually going to have a crush on Cove, okay? And then we'll actually get together. Yay. Dragon is not evil. The dragon is just telling a story. I'm telling a beautiful story so perfect I'm going to make it into a fanfic. Dragon is being... No, Angel is being evil to Cove. I am not Angel, and Angel is not me. That's like saying I'm Ace Diamond just because I created him. No, I am not a over 6 foot tall buff man, wolf man with a cute adopted daughter. No, I just made that character. Making someone evil does not make me evil. I am perfectly a good, kind, lovable person. And I stand by that. I am amazing. I am wonderful. It's not my fault if Angel is evil. Hump. Hump, hump. Hump, hump, hump. Alright. I don't. I drew it, but it's not very good. I think it is. You smiled slightly at him. Even if it wasn't work you were pleased with, it was polite of him to say. Oh no! This game wants me to hate Angel, and I do. You turned to look around the room a little more, studying the books on your desk and the pictures on the walls. The atmosphere was kind of awkward. You wanted to say something, but you didn't know what, so you let him keep looking. Then, when his eyes landed on the tiny box of beach things you collected, checked away by your door, he took a step towards it before hesitating and pointing at it instead. What's that? A hoard of stuff I found on the beach.
Oh.
Do you have any driftwood in there? Dragging the box to the middle of the room, you and Cove flopped down next to it. I do, look. You gestured to a piece at the bottom, still covered with specks of sand. Neat. This is a good collection. You got the sense from the tone of his voice that he wasn't just saying it to be nice, or to be like Shiloh. He actually meant it. I forgot about Shiloh. Shiloh? He's friends with my older sister, and he's supposed to be hanging out here this afternoon. Do I have to see him? You don't have to do anything, but he's gonna be here. Anyway, I found this gigantic shell here stuck in an even bigger rock. You pulled out a seashell after seashell, explaining where you got each one and holding them up against the light. There are big ones, small ones, pink, purple, and orange. Most of them you washed off in the bathroom sink when you brought them home, cleaning off the sand. Yeah, you like telling your little stories about all your little beach collectibles to this kid you don't like, but you just like to feel with validation, you evil child, and... But remember, we can't hate Angel too much because she's 8 years old. And 8-year-olds are stupid. They don't realize that they are standing in front of Cove Holden. And should be nice to him. Apparently fascinated, either by the stories or by the shells themselves, Cove listened with what looked like the full force of his attention. Like when you almost got pinched by a hermit crab while searching for shells, and then after watching him scuttle back into the ocean, he found another empty shell that was almost a twin to his home. It was a new experience to be the center of such dedicated focus, even if it was only directed at the shells. Kids, come down to the living room! You could tell the idea was making him unhappy, but Mommy wasn't giving you much of a chance to hang around. Cove hadn't been like this meeting you guessed. You guessed it was because he thinks you found each other by accident. Not that a parent made it happen. Mr. Holden must be right that telling Cove his dad was part of that would be a bad idea. Before you knew it, you both been escorted downstairs and deposited in the living room, ready for Shiloh's visit. The two of you sat side by side on the floor of your home's entryway. I brought the box of shells. I want to keep looking at them. Oh, you should have asked. Sorry. Fine. What's done is done. You opened the lid. You opened the lid, peering inside again. Cove reached in and pulled out a big orange shell. Oh. Like he hadn't spoken aloud yet, he turned to you and held it up, his eyes shining. I think this one is the best of them. Oh, you gotta make it about yourself. Okay, I like a different one best. I can show it to you. You reached into the box to take out the one you preferred. Cove looked on with interest. The two of you were still sitting on the floor looking through your collection of beach findings when the doorbell finally rang. Cove jumped, startled by the sound. Since the person hadn't knocked, you figured it was probably Shiloh. He knew where to look for that. Lizzie's friend? You nodded, but that didn't seem to make Cove feel better. It was already obvious that Cove didn't hide his feelings well. You could tell what he was thinking right away. Autism. It's the tism. I need a spoon to actually finish my cup of noodle thing, because I just got chopsticks. Hey, 1 second. Oh, the things I feel like the worst person alive for treating Cove like this. But I just have to keep remembering, it's not me, it's Angel, and Angel's gonna turn into an actual angel later. Thank you for the hydrate. Smile. Thank you, thank you. Sip, sip. Alright. This isn't a good idea. It's just Shiloh. And where would you even go? He's at our only door, and if you go upstairs, he'll find you. Cove, haha. Cove glanced around the room, his eyes wide, and finally paused with his gaze locked onto the back of the house. I can go out the window. He was already walking towards it. Scrambling to think of something to say, you stepped forward, then paused. Yeah. Do you want to break your other arm? Even if I don't jump out any of the windows here, and this is my house. I read that wrong. Okay. Do you want to break your other arm? Even I don't jump out of any of the windows here, and this is my house. The distance from the first floor living room window wasn't far, but you could tell it made Cove nervous anyway. He touched the cast on his arm. The window had clearly released from his sail. The wind had clearly released from his sails. I don't want to break any more bones. I don't think anyone wants to. Yeah. But I don't want to see him. I don't know him. Oh no! 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 When I post this VOD, I need someone to make a in pain compilation. That way I can animate over it. Every time I just make a pained noise, pained sound, talk about how pained I am in. Even better yet, Smile do it, and then I'll post it to YouTube. Oh, we gotta tease him, but I don't want to. But I have to do this because I'm trying to be evil. I'm trying to be Angel Smith, who's an evil little 8-year-old girl. Okay, deep breaths, deep breaths. What a chicken! You gotta see new people every day walking down the street. So what? Shiloh poked his head into the living room. It was impossible to know for sure if he heard what you'd been saying or not, but you guessed that he had. Hi, Angel. And hi, Cove. Cove shot you an uneasy glance. Hi. I'm Shiloh. It's nice to meet you. Yeah. You have a lot of freckles. Oh, right, I do. What are you guys doing? We're looking at shells.
Can I do it too?
Awesome. Can I do it too? Cove shrugged, then looked back at your box of beach findings. What about that one? The plan for the afternoon, at least as far as you were concerned, was to sit and look at the beach things some more. You weren't really in the mood to do much of anything else. This is a scallop shell that I found last week. I kept it because it looks neat. It's a pretty color, kind of like my cast. The beautiful glittering pink did look a little bit like the wrap around his arm. Pink is a nice color. Okay. Is it your favorite? Not really. What is? Maybe green or blue. It might be yellow. Oh, those are all cool. I guess. There are better colors. Says you. Like usual, it didn't take long for Shiloh to get fidgety. Lizzie was his favorite. Without her around, Shiloh didn't seem to know what to do with himself. And Cove wasn't like your sister. He wasn't that much like you either. Is Lizzie coming back? Don't know. Aw. Where'd she go? I think she's at the beach, probably. Is she playing at her park? Cove's eyes lit up at the mention of the park. He looked towards you. There's a park? Yep, but it's old. Can you show me? I want to go. He started getting up before you had even answered, and Shiloh jumped up beside him in excitement. Really? You do? You do too, right, Angel? The park is fun. Oh, I want to go along with it, but no. Oh. I still want to go see. You do? Yeah. Like a puppy watching a ping pong match, Shiloh looked back and forth between you and Cove. So, are we gonna find Lizzie? I don't know. I never really wanted to see her. I just wanted to check the park out. Adrift without any direction, Shiloh finally turned to you. Okay. He perked up. Both boys wanted to go. It was only fair. After getting permission from your moms, the three of you were ready to head out. It was a short walk to the park. Lizzie had convinced your moms that it was so short she could always be allowed to walk there by herself. When you found her, she was hanging around on the jungle gym, swimming back and forth. Hey, Lizzie. Her face lit up when she saw you, her big brown eyes going wide. Angel, Shiloh. Hi? She dropped to the ground and landed with a soft thud in the sand. In a split second, Shiloh had abandoned you two and scrambled over to the sand by her. You were used to being left out when it was just the three of you, but now Cove was here. You weren't sure if this was an improvement. No! Oh, the pain. The pain I'm in. The pain. I've never felt such pain. I just wanna love him. Why am I not allowed to do that? Why? I don't know if this gets my feelings across right now perfectly, but this is how I feel. I think adding a little shake when I talk is good. I think how does this look? I usually figure these out off stream, but this is how I feel right now. This is how I feel. Oh, ad break. Break time, yay! Okay. I'm gonna take care of my bowl, and then I'll be back. I'm also probably gonna go on mute for a second. But, okay. in time. Hello, everybody. I am back and ready to be excited. Welcome back from the ads. How were they? Any interesting ads? The mood swings this stream, man. Gonna give any of the VOD watchers whiplash. But alright. Gotta get past that emotion line. And look, it's our sister. Who's that? It's Cove. He's new. Hi. I remember. Hi, Cove. Welcome to my park. Nobody comes to play here, so this is where we get together. She gestured wildly with her arms, as if to present the area to the newcomer. While Lizzie continued talking, you took the chance to kick off your shoes and wriggle your toes through the warm sand. Nice, huh? In this neighborhood, I'm the one who comes up with the ideas. You are? Uh-huh. Yeah, I am. Who else could handle the job? Lizzie is the oldest. By a lot. My mom said you're Angel's age. Yeah. Thought so. I'm still the only one in this group with double digits. What about other kids? Other kids? There aren't any. We're the only kids here, and Shiloh is just visiting from another place. Not even tourists really bring their kids here. This is the land of ancients. Be careful that the oldies don't try and steal your youth. Oh. For a second, it looked like he might cry again. But something in his eyes shifted and he looked back at Lizzie. What kind of old people? Like moms and dads or grandparents? Grandparents who don't have any kids. They hate kids. Why? We haven't done anything. Yeah, they're really bad. You went along with her, wriggling your fingers menacingly at Cove. He sniffled, his forehead creasing with worry. Oh, I'm in so much pain. Oh, it's time. I forgot to set the keybind for the new emotion. Hang on. Oh. It hurts. Oh. I don't like this. We must keep pushing forward. Shiloh was the next one to speak, completely unaware of the situation. I met Lizzie and Angel in school. You'll see a ton of other kids there when summer is over. I don't want to go to a new school. I don't want summer to end. Shiloh looked down to the dirt. He hasn't had much luck striking up a conversation with Cove. I like summer vacation a lot too. All the building tension in the air suddenly vanished when Lizzie laughed. At Shiloh's discomfort, at how weird she thought Cove was, at something else entirely, you didn't really know. But she laughed, face scrunching up. Okay. Welcome to Sunset Bird Cove. Take a seat, put up your feet, and get used to it. That's right. I don't like this. I hate this. Thank you very much for making me this expression. I think it's very much how I feel right now. The pain is very clear and it's, for the rest of the summer, Cove was always there. You saw him more often than Shiloh, and on some days, when she was in a bad mood or busy, you saw him more than Lizzie. Why'd they have to make it rhyme? I'm not in the mood for rhymes. I'm in pain. He became a staple of your everyday life, the way sun and lunch and the beach were. That's so cute, and I'm gonna... That first summer, you hadn't really been interested in him one way or another. He was just kind of a fact of life, someone you met with because he was there. Of course, that was only the start of things. Okay. Okay. We have to pick one of these. So as you can see, I have the DLCs. I've got some nice DLCs that I'm excited to play because, and then when we think we've played enough, the summer ended and we'll go into the next step. So, any suggestions on what little memory we should do first? What little moment? What moment shall we do? As based on the timing, I think we have time for maybe 1-2 moments. Canceling you for hurting Cove? No! I love him! I love it! I promise I love him! I promise! I love him! I love him so much, Ben. That's why I gotta do this story. I gotta 100% his game so we know how much I love him. Please. Please don't cancel me for being in love and stuff. Please. Pretty, please. I promise, once we get through this step, once we get through all these moments, please. Alright, we gotta pick a moment, guys. Give me a moment. Pick one of these moments so we can get this over with. The longer we sit here, the more pain I'm in. Ghost. Okay, let's do Ghost. The night was incredibly still. You couldn't You really couldn't ignore how silent it was. It was almost eerie. You couldn't even hear Lizzie snoring in the next room. You could even hear that. Word vomit, blah, 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 blah. You could even hear Lizzie snoring in the next room over. It was hard to believe how much of a blur today was. Summer sure did slip right past you. You flicked through the moments like pages in a scrapbook as you laid in bed. You thought a lot about what adventures you could have tomorrow until sleep started to catch up to you. Then you heard something scrape against the window. It wasn't that uncommon for the wind to push a tree branch against the glass. Summer breezes were the worst sometimes. But the more you tried to ignore it, the louder it seemed like it became. It was like something was trying to get your attention. You lifted your head off the pillow to get a better look. Nothing was there. You couldn't see it. Nothing you could see, at least. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you had to investigate the mystery sound. It's too creepy to ignore. I'm word vomiting right now because I want to get this over with because I hate being mean to my baby. My husband. My sweet husband. You practically jumped out of bed and crept down the stairs to go outside. Your moms were still awake. They stayed up so late, it seemed. It's probably like 10 p.m. Let's be honest. Luckily, they were watching TV and didn't hear the soft click of the front door opening as you slipped past. You looked around the neighborhood for a few seconds, checking over each individual house. It looked normal, but it didn't feel that way. You knew you weren't supposed to be out here right now. It was exhilarating because we're a little evil kid. We probably like disappointing our mothers. Our poor mothers. Our mothers don't deserve this. Our sweet, beautiful, kind moms. They don't deserve a child like Angel. Angel's an evil little kid. Alright, it was exhilarating. Your chest was light, and you couldn't keep the grin from your face. No had permitted you to go out. In fact, no one even knew you were out. And yet you were here. You wondered what else you could do. What other rules were so ingrained that you never even considered that they could be broken.
Angel.
Angel? That's the voice name DLC coming in work. Isn't it fun? I'm really happy it's free. I love this game. You twitched at the sudden call, immediately calming down upon seeing Cove walking up to you. It was strange, and also yet completely normal to have him appear like this right now. Look at his little sweater. Oh. What are you doing? I saw you standing around in the middle of the street from my window. You weren't sleeping either? Why not? Cove turned his lips to smile, almost as if he were amused by the question. Because. Because what? Because I wasn't. His tone was irritated now. That wasn't really fair, since he hadn't given you a proper answer the first time. Or the second, for that matter. Why aren't you sleeping? You weren't even in your house. Tempting as it was to turn his technique back on him, you decided to lead by example and show him what a real answer looked like. I was about to say a proper answer. Again, I can't read. There was a strange noise coming from outside. I came to check it out. You heard it too? Cove hesitated for a moment, looking down at the street before his aquamarine eyes fell on you again. Did it scare you? No. I was scared. It's okay, Cove. We're safe. Thanks. Your research definitely seemed to ease his fears. At least a little. I was kind of wondering if it was the wind. But what if it's not? What if it's a person? What if it's something that's not a person? The unsettling noise suddenly rushed through the air. Cove and you flinched. It sounds even worse than before. You're about to agree with him when the noise came yet again, tearing through the still night. The two of you rapidly looked around, trying to find the source, but to no avail. There was no sign of an answer to this puzzle. You thought that it had to be a ghost. Invisible, creepy thing luring children from their beds. It had to be a monster. You were becoming more and more excited by the thought, imagining yourself as some famous ghost hunter. Who knows what it could be? It's a ghost! Hey, can you tell where it's coming from?
Not really.
Not really. Then we'll have to look more, somewhere else. Maybe we'll see something. Okay, let's go. As you walked the familiar streets of your neighborhood, you found yourself taking the lead while Cove hung back behind you. Shadows cut corners and angles where you didn't expect them, distorting the features you saw every day. The noise came again, shrill and hard. It set your teeth on edge the way it ground its way through you. Cove's throat bobbed, his eyes glistening in the dim light. If Lizzie were here, she'd make fun of him for being such a scaredy cat. Yeah, I'm not gonna comfort him. I gotta be a jerk, which is really hard. It's really painful. I'm actually like in pain. Like I physically, like my fingers not want to move off this mouse right now. If something was there, you couldn't let yourself get distracted. You had to be ready. Cove shut his eyes and pressed his lips together. Where did you want to check? Oh, where should we check? The beach. The beach stretched out in front of you, nothing in sight along its sands, no matter which way you turned. Part of you had imagined the noise as some creature of the deep, washed up on the shore and calling for aid. That theory had to be taken off the list for now. Still, you spent enough time on the shore to know that the real finds often require a sharp eye and careful attention. The sound screamed past your ear. You hunched up, shoulders high, as if ready to endure a blow, but the only real damage was to your ears. There didn't appear to be any immediate danger, despite how every bone in your body was telling you that something wasn't right. Oh, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? Angel's this annoying, like, headstrong little 8-year-old, so I think, but you kept going forward. You couldn't stop when you had already gone so far. You had to find out what was going on. Sucking in a deep breath, you steeled yourself to continue on. He then whispered to you, "Let's see if there's anything here." Cove began to comb the beach for clues. You followed suit. The angry wind sent grains of sand rolling across the beach like waves. You stayed clear of the water, which was rough and choppy tonight, and scoured the area for hints as to what might be happening. You were too wrapped up in your own search and imagining the possibilities behind the noise to pay attention to what Cove was up to, though you occasionally glanced up to make sure he hadn't vanished. You saw a little white point jutting out amongst the sand. You bent down and brushed all the grains away, like an archaeologist on TV, uncovering I don't know that. I know it's I know it's trying to say conch shell. I know it's trying. It's trying, but it's failing. I don't know how to say that depends a bit, so I'm just not. I'm just gonna not say words I don't like. I don't want to say. So, you ran your fingers over its bumps and curves, admiring the little shell. Holding it to your ear, you heard the unusual waves. Though your find was undoubtedly special, it was unconnected to the mysterious noise. That was okay. That meant you could take it home safely and add it to your collection. ... Once you were satisfied nothing was out of the ordinary to be found on the beach, you had to consider your next step. Though the noise wasn't as clear as when you first stepped outside, you could still hear it shrieking, rinning through the peaceful night. Probably the hills behind the house, right? We gotta suit this out. If it's quieter here and it was super loud at our house, and both Cove and I could hear it at the house, well, Cove and Angel. Angel's not me. I would never be this mean to Cove. Right. Decided to check the hills behind your house now. You and Cove ascended the hill, lit only by the stars in the night sky. The wind rippled through the grass and ruffled your hair. Without the sun's light to translate what you were seeing, every brush in the distance looked like a creepy figure or a towering monster. Bush, not brush. I gotta go, my phone is almost dead. Okay. Thank you so much for stopping by. I had a lot of fun. Hope to see you again soon. Sorry for the pauses. I'm being silly. Alright. The noise was quieter here. Whether that was because what was causing the noise was coming to an end, or because you were further from the source, you couldn't be sure. The top of the hill was an excellent vantage point to survey the town from. Everything appeared normal. There was no out-of-place sight pinpointing the answer to this mystery. Without visible markers to guide your way, you supposed it was up to you and Cove to deduce the source of the sound. The hill had many great hiding places, and you intended to check them all. You upturned rocks, peered up trees, and rummaged around in the thick grass for anything that might bring some closure to all of this. Despite your thorough search, you turned up nothing amiss. You were frustrated by the lack of progress. Yeah, that's a very evil little angel thing to do. The noise had raised many questions, and you had been unable to get any answers. Being bested like this was infuriating. Well, whatever the noise was, you were confident that you had established that it was not coming from the hill. You stretched out, arms reaching towards the sky like you were about to grab one of the twinkling stars. Your body was feeling heavy now, no longer spurred by fear and adrenaline. However, the noise had not been located. You listened for it, hoping that something about to call would finally click for you. It didn't come. What? It's gone. Cove, who had been admiring one of the poppies, perked up at that. You put a finger to your lips and watched as he went through the same verification process as you. It stopped. But what was it in the first place? If I knew that, I wouldn't be out here. That was that then. There was no need to stay out here any longer, without a single clue or even the noise itself to lead you. You felt your bed calling you. It was much sweeter, friendlier call than the ones that had lured you out of bed in the first place. The night was still as you walked home, with none of the usual background noises or the eerie whistle from before. You could hear every step you and Cove made like a cough in a movie theater. The two of you came to a halt outside your front door. Never before had it looked so ominous. Looks like they haven't called the cops, so I'm probably alright. Do you sneak out a lot? Lots. You were lying. I do it pretty much every night. That's a lie. No. He chuckled to himself, not all convinced. What does he know? Are you worried about getting caught?
No.
No. He was so forthright that you believed him completely. But your dad, won't he get mad or sad if he catches you? He's never happy with what I do. Oh. You didn't know how to react. Even Angel don't know how to react to that. Even Angel can't be like, I can't unpack these daddy issues. I don't have a dad. Angel is the wrong person to be helping with the daddy issues because Angel doesn't have a dad. Angel has two loving mothers. And still turned out to be a massive jerk. Thank you for the posture check. Not knowing how to respond, you went back to staring at your front door. Alright, I'm going in.
Bye.
Okay, good night. Good night. You turn the doorknob as slow as a clock's minute hand, holding your breath for the telltale click of the lock, and then nudged it open. When all that happened was the door opening, rather than the blaring alarms that you feared, you melted with relief. Back inside your house, you were surprised to find your mom still watching TV. Worse still, it looked like they were still on the same show as they were watching before you left. Yet you were positive you had been out investigating for hours. Perhaps you could use their distraction to your advantage, but if you could just get upstairs, you'd be safe from suspicion. But how could you get there? Try to sneak past. You hugged the wall as you creeped delicately around the perimeter of the room. It was a valiant effort that any spy would have been proud of, right up until the moment you tripped over a power cord and nearly fell over. Angel? You might not have fallen, but your accident ruined your cupboard. You had been spotted. They'd abandoned the couch in their show to hurry over. They were still in the state of surprise. You weren't in trouble yet.
Are you okay?
What are you doing down here, sweetie? Did you have a bad dream? Chat. Help. Help. I require assistance. Okay, we're Angel. We gotta lie. Chat can always help. That's Chat's job. Chat's job is to help Maud smile. You lied. You couldn't bring yourself to own up to what you had done. No, Angel just doesn't care. Angel's just... I can't say that. She's 8 years old. You heard scary noise. I heard scary noises, so I came down here. Their surprise gave away to concern.
Sweetie.
Honey. Mommy took you by the hand and led you up the stairs. Woof, your hand is cold. Why didn't you come over to us? I was supposed to be in bed. Angel, you won't ever be in trouble for coming to us when you're frightened. We'd much rather you came to us than trying to solve things all by yourself. Oh, this is a good time for the pain. Yeah. They're so sweet and nice and like, don't get me wrong, I adore Cove, but like the moments in this game where like Cove isn't around are still just so good because they add so much. Like every moment with it adds so much to the game and the characters. I love this game. If you haven't already, if you like visual novels, go download it from Steam. If you like visual novels in any capacity, I'm sure you will love this game. Okay, back to being evil. Her phrasing made you feel bad. The nervousness ate at you as you were tucked into bed. Your moms assumed that you're flushing an insistence on Diving under the dive. Dive. Is it meant to be diving? Diving under the covers was part of your fear, and spoke to you softly until you calmed down enough to peep out from under your sheets. Once your moms had left, you turned over the night's adventures in your mind. It was still hard to believe that you'd really done it. Living? Smile, you can't do this to me. Smile, you can't be better in English than me. No, this isn't how the world's supposed to work. I'm the writer, I'm the reader, and you're Smile. Please. This isn't natural. This isn't how the world's supposed to. Please. I know it's a word, but I'm just. It's pronounced like delving. I didn't read it right. I didn't notice what it was. Delving. I know delving. Why is it spelled like that? I thought delving was. I say delving. I actually use delving as a quite frequent. Like. Why is it spelled like that? Why? Okay. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't just embarrass myself and not know how to spell or use a word I use frequently. It was harder still to believe that you gotten away with it. Even now, you half expected to be caught somehow. Perhaps you left the door ajar, or trailed sand where they'd already swept up. You wondered how Cove's dad had handled his return. Cove hadn't been at all scared about his dad's reaction. Wriggling down deeper underneath the sheeps. Yes, the sheeps. I words, guys. I words good. Yeah. Wriggling down deeper underneath the sheets. Your thoughts turned to what the noise could have been. Nothing had been solved tonight, but that wasn't so bad. There are a lot of mysteries in this world. Your thoughts morphed into dreams, carrying you to more and more outlandish visions of what might lay beneath the strange sounds. Or behind. The next morning proceeded mostly like usual, though your mom seemed to be giving extra consideration since finding you last night. You later learned Cove didn't end up in trouble for the nightly escape either. It was unclear whether that was because his dad chose not to punish him, or if Cove got away with it. It was amazing to you that it all worked out for you both. As for the sounds that started all of this, the adults around were convinced it was nothing more than the wind. For your imaginative mind, that wasn't nearly enough. How could they accept something so simple so easily? Maybe it'd make more sense when you were grown up too. Alright, that is the first memory moment. I forgot they're called moments for a second. That is the first moment. What moment shall we do next? Oh, ads. I didn't even know they were coming. I didn't get a warning. I still need to set that up. Well, after Angel would run away once they got mad. Angel would run away just because they didn't like their moms. Angel is evil like that. I'm just chilling right now. Sorry for the slow moments. These are just my chills while I wait. You know, I kind of just... like scrolling, chilling. I play Candy Crush, actually. I'm gonna admit it. During ad breaks, I open up Candy Crush and I crush candies. That's my secret to ad breaks. because I want to take breaks during ad breaks, and usually I relax by playing Candy Crush. So even though it's really stressful. Okay, anyone who didn't get ads, you can't tell the adders what I do when ad breaks are happening, okay? They'll have to go check out my VODs channel for that. Alright, but, so, Hazel, is that a suggestion to play the Runaway one? You're just trying to get the DLC ones out, aren't you? Ghost Runaway. I think I want to save, like, a few of these for being, like, closer with Cove, because I feel like some of these are pretty... If I remember these ones, they feel like close memories. Like, when you get a little nicer, you know? When we start softening up a bit. So I think, let's go Sandcastle. Shopping also feels like a close one to me, so Sandcastle. Cove wasn't able to do many things that summer. When you, him, and Shiloh sat out on the shoreline one bright morning, you could tell he wanted to be in the water. But there's no way he'd be swimming anytime soon, not with his cast. Ahem. May I suggest plastic bag? Plastic bag. You use it in the shower when you got a cast, use it to go swimming. You know, the doctors won't know. You don't have to tell them. The doctors don't gotta know nothing. Keep the doctors in the dark. Let my boy swim. I think Angel should use her evil to help Cove swim. I think that's what Angel should do. She'd be like, oh, don't worry. Doctors don't matter anyway, because I'm evil. And, well, actually, I don't think that's an evil opinion. But she'd use her evil to be like, no, just go in the water. And then Cove would be happy. That's how Angel should use her evil. But it's not, because she's just too evil. Too evil. The waves washed a single shell to shore, glittering in blue, another reminder of the places he couldn't go. From what you heard about Cove's old life so far, in tiny pieces and fragments, you could tell that he'd do anything to get the cast off. Even cut it off himself if he could. Get the saw! I would help Cove I'll get the knife and we'll just kind of then cut the cast off. You thought about how summer last year must have been totally different from this. With his old home and his mom and dad. Man, we're really going into the divorce trauma. But now he was here, with you and Shiloh and Lizzie and everyone else. And you couldn't even go in the sea. This town wasn't bad. It had all your favorite things in it. But sitting there on the same beach you'd grown up on, you could understand that not everybody else felt the same way you did. Felt the same way about Sunset Bird as you did. You watched him from the corner of your eye quietly as he finally said aloud what you had been pondering. I wish I could go in. The water? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna be able to do it soon. Cove only sighed in response. Apparently, soon wasn't soon enough. It's not. It's so pretty. The ocean. And huge. There could be anything out there. Like mermaids. Yeah. No. Oh, why did I choose to do a jerk playthrough? Why did I choose to do a jerk playthrough? Why did I choose? Oh, I can't handle this. I can't handle this. I can't handle this. I can't handle this. Okay. Oh, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I need emotional support. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is pain. My smile. Smile, can I give a little? I need emotional support right now. I can't do this. I have to tell him that mermaids are real. Oh, this is pain, 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 this is pain. This is pain, this is pain, this is pain. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh. It's gonna be okay. No, it's not. I can't do this. I love him. Say it. I can't say it. I can't. I can't say it. I can't tell him. I can't do it. I can't. Oh, I can't. Oh, there's like a force field around my mouse right now. You did this to yourself. Go through with it. I can't. I need a moment. I need several moments, actually. I'm gonna go grab a pillow. I need a pillow. Pillow acquired. Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. That's gonna help me calm my nerves. Okay, big drink. I got my pillow. Before we do it, I don't know if it might wake that up, but I screamed into the pillow. And now I'm gonna cuddle the pillow, and we're gonna take some deep breaths, and we're gonna. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Mermaids aren't real. Shiloh gasped at you, but Cove just shrugged. Oh, it's not easier. I'm in pain. Shiloh gaped at you, but Cove just shrugged. Says you. Thank you for not believing me. Thank you, you precious boy. Thank you, my husband, my future husband, please. Thank you. Oh. Okay. It's all gonna be okay. We just gotta do some breathing exercises. I can't. Clap. It's not over. I still have to deal with his reaction. I have to deal with this beautiful boy's reaction to this. Obviously not interested in hearing much more of your input on the situation. Cove turned back to the water. Okay. Okay, we're calming down a bit. It's gonna be okay. I'm fine. I know! Okay, there's only like an hour left. I can do an hour. Yeah, I can do an hour. There's only like an hour left. And then I have to finish the rest of the game. I have to finish the rest of the steps in this. I have to finish the rest of the moments in this step. And then But then I get to be his friend in step 2. Then I get to be his friend. And then in step 3, then everything is gonna be happy and perfect, and we're gonna be in love, and it's gonna be perfect. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Obviously not interested in hearing much more of your input on the situation, Cove turned back to the water. But as he looked away, something about Shiloh's slow, careful movements caught his eye. Hey, are you building a sandcastle? Sort of. I was only playing around while you were talking. I'm listening. Maybe I could too. I've only made big piles before. It's really nothing special. I'm sure you'll be good at it right away. Well, how do you do it then? Shiloh's cheeks lit up. You could tell he was a little bit uncomfortable to have Cove's expectant stare on him. I'll play too. I love making sandcastles. Okay. He put his hands to the back of the seashells and sand and nodded. I didn't do a lot, but here's how I like to get a house started. Shiloh, focusing more intently than you'd ever seen him, guided Cove through his process. You happily used your own method. It didn't take long before the three of you each have humble structures prepared. That's all, kinda. You can do anything now, like make it bigger, add some seashells, carve a pretty pattern. I bet you'll have great ideas. Okay. I'm gonna make it bigger. Mine's gonna be a real castle. Cool, this is gonna be a house. You looked at the base of your sandcastle. You decided to make it a mansion, because what else would Angel think her childhood, what else would little Angel think she would live in? Angel's like, this is my dream house. Looking at the base of your sandcastle, you decided to design a mansion. The better part of the next hour was spent focusing on your own work. The boys were the same. Even Shiloh didn't sneak as many peeks at everyone else as he usually did. You finished shaping before either of them did, glancing up from what you built. It seems you got done so fast because they already searched around for extra decorations. Shiloh had grabbed most of the really interesting stuff. Cove had a lot of the shells, but there were still options. The first thing you reached for was sea glass. We're gonna use this as like a fancy stained glass window. It was the best figure for your mansion, you decided. It was see-through and sparkly. You displayed it front and center, making it a headlining feature of your whole thing. Pleased with your result, you finally took a proper look around that wasn't focused on the sand itself. Both Cove and Shiloh seemed super immersed still. You knew you could probably sneak a peek at either one's work. We're gonna sneak a peek at Cove, because even if I am being a jerk to Cove, I still love Cove. Doesn't matter how much of a jerk I'm being, I still gotta love on him. Isn't that the opposite of what a jerk is? Listen, I love Cove. Angel, she's about him at this point. But you checked out Cove's sandcastle. The castle Cove had built looked surprisingly tidy, especially for someone in a cast. He must have worked really hard. Oh, I just realized he's playing in the sand with cast. He's playing in the sand with cast. Oh my. His doctor, he's gonna get out of the cast and his doctor's gonna be like, why is your cast full of sand? He's gonna be like, I really like the beach. We're like, how are you not itching? It's like, I'm always covered in sand. He's playing in the sand with the cast. Cove, I love you. Cove, go get a bag. Go, I'm grabbing the plastic bags right now and I'm just wrapping up that cast. Get the sand out of that cast. Oh, the poor man. can't do this. Oh, Cove has ruined me. Cove. I eat sand, live in sand, I become sand. I love. That's Cove for real though. He wasn't even finished digging the huge gaping moat in front, but it was already enormous. You got the sense from the enthusiasm he was digging that the doctor was probably gonna find a bunch of sand when he finally removed the pink plaster. That wasn't even the pillow, that was just in my hands. I still have the pillow, I'm like hugging it because I hate being a jerk. Oh, I'm just thinking of, oh, Cove. No. The silence was then broken. What's on top of yours, Shiloh? You peeked closer and discovered something shiny sticking out of Shiloh's sand chimney. Oh, it's just a gum wrapper. It looks like smoke.
Great.
It's good. That's smart. Oh, I have to be a jerk. I guess. I don't see it. Is smoke supposed to be shiny? Could be. I like it. It's kind of silly. And that was that for the current topic. Angel, can I see what you did? Sure. He began surveying your work. All you really knew about mansions was that they're supposed to be big, so you'd gone really big. It was the size of the country club that Lizzie played golf at, compared to Cove and Shiloh's buildings. Probably even bigger. Shiloh quickly decided to jump in the new conversation. Hey Angel, what did you do? It's a mansion. It looks great. Your house is so big. Okay, it's not a big house, it's a mansion. Or you just looked at him. Probably this, because it's more active. It's not a big house, it's a mansion. Is being a house bad?
No.
No, but we each made our own places. Our own place. Nobody is the same. I think we are. Cove raised an eyebrow at that. If something is the only one of that thing, it makes it special. Yeah, for sandcastles and stuff. People too. My dad always says how everybody is their own man. A real individual. I don't think I'm very special.
Why?
Why not? Nobody else is you. Shiloh simply shook his head. I'm not different. A beat passed between the two. Cove then looked down at his own work again. Okay. He didn't seem to be bothered leaving the disagreement hanging there. Cove had other things on his mind. My dad tried to get me to make sandcastles the first time he came to this beach. Even his dad was like, hey kid, go get some sand in your cast. My son, my boy. Go get some sand in your cast and they ruin everything and they go anger your doctor, my boy. My son. I didn't want to. Cove trailed off again. There was another moment of Cove trailed off. Again, there was another moment of silence. Shiloh shifted and opened his mouth to say something, but Cove spoke up before he could. You didn't think he noticed that Shiloh was going to talk. Hey, do you know what happened when your mom met my dad, Angel? You cocked your head, thinking about it briefly. I wasn't there. They didn't tell me. I just remember what happened when I met your dad. Mr. Holden had been a weird stranger then. Well, he was still kind of strange. No other parent acted like him. But you knew him better at this point. Now that you thought about it, it made a lot of sense that Cove's dad talked to him about people being unique. You were pulling from your thoughts when Cove continued. Oh, well, I was there. I don't think my mom has met your dad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she hasn't. Angel's parents and my dad met the same day I met her. I'm gonna say what happened. Shiloh frowned to himself, ducking his head. His hat cast a shadow over his face. You could still tell he was upset about not being included in Cove's choice of topic. That was kind of boring for him, though giving people their own turn to say the things they want is important too. I don't care about Shiloh. Listen, Angel may not particularly like Cove, but in my little world, Angel hates Shiloh. Angel just despises this little kid. So Shiloh could talk about stuff after Cove had a chance to share what he planned on. When we moved here, we didn't bring a lot of things with us. Only some stuff that would fit in Dad's car. We didn't even get a moving truck. I sat there while Dad brought it all inside. I didn't want to get out because I knew Dad would make me look around the new house, and I really didn't want to do that. His lips twisted into a frown as he recalled that. Then I saw your moms. They were in a car too and stopped at your house. I guess they were coming back from somewhere or something. My dad noticed. He waved his hand. Then he went over to the front of your house and he started talking to them. I don't know what they said. I couldn't hear it. But he couldn't see me anymore since he was looking the other way. So I opened the car door and left. I wanted to get away and went behind the houses. I found those hills there, the ones where we met for the first time. Cove nodded, then stared at you. You stared back. He didn't go on to say anything more. What? Is that all you wanted to say? Cove's brow wrinkled. Like he didn't understand why you were surprised. Huh? That's all that happened. You really gotta get better at telling stories, or that was a pretty bad story. This is a pretty bad story. Cove didn't seem to accept the critique whatsoever. You said you didn't know what happened when our parents met. I told you. Yeah, but how they met was boring. Well, that's how it went. I didn't make it up. Cove just was not understanding the issue here. Patch. Hang on. I'm redeeming head pats. I'm doing a thing. I need head pats redeemed now. Stat, pronto. There we go. I'll move them to just to Cove, but that for now is is where we're going. Shiloh's mouth twisted into a scowl of disbelief, but he said nothing. Why'd you bring that up, anyways? There was a slight shrug of Cove's shoulders. Wow. I was thinking about it because of the sandcastles. It made me remember when I moved here. Dad showed me the beach first, before we went back to the car to unpack. He was really excited about it for some reason. Cove's brows furrowed a little more as he quietly raked his hands through the sand. You fell. Look it. I've set it up. You patched the boy. The boy. Oh wait, I just realized that also means you get to bonk the boy. It's for science. I'm sorry. It's for science. No. No, the boy. Please keep to head pats and not to bonks. I will cry if he gets bonked too much. He will get brain damage. I don't want my Cove to have brain damage, please. Cove's brows furrowed a little more as he quietly raked his hands through the sand. I get it. You thought maybe Mr. Holden wasn't that excited about the beach, and was instead hoping Cove might be. But the line of conversation had come to its end. Even Cove was done with it. Some other topic had popped into his head. Shiloh fidgeted uncomfortably in the sand. Had made Cove aware of it. Shiloh fidgeting, I just read it as fidgeted, okay. Fidgeting uncomfortably in the sand had made Cove aware of his presence again. They looked at each other, and you could only wonder what it might be about. Hey, Shiloh. Yeah? Why are you always turning so red, even when nothing's happening? Clearly startled, he jerked back. Neither you nor Shiloh had expected that to be how he got included in the conversation again. I don't know, I guess. Okay, it's kind of weird. Shiloh's eyes were wide with embarrassment, and his lips twitched. And he was blushing even harder than before. Maybe it wasn't only this. Perhaps it was simply the last straw. But it was a big deal to Shiloh, a huge deal. He didn't just look sad, he seemed almost panicked. You weren't sure if he was about to cry or run away or what, but you soon got an answer. Why do you wear glasses? Most kids don't wear glasses, and nobody is named Cove. Who asked you to come? It was probably just your dad bugging Angel's family some more, because you don't have anyone else who will ever play with you. Cove blinked. The tension on the beach was suddenly uncomfortable in a way you didn't know how to move past. It didn't seem like the kind of thing he would get upset about, though you hadn't even ever known Shiloh what would be the kind of thing that would bother Shiloh. I'm sorry. Me too. I was just wondering. Listen, I don't know what evil little angel would do in this situation, so chat guide me. Guide me, chat. Oh, I don't know what to do. I need guidance. I need assistance. People of the chat. People of the council. My great council of chat members. Please, guide me. Guide me, my chatters. I need assistance, my sweet, sweet chatters. You know, I need to think. What's the most evil thing I could say in this situation? Oh, I don't know how to be evil, okay. I guess just ignoring them and playing on my own? That's kind of mean. You tried to play on your own? You shrugged, not in the mood to work out their problem, and started building another mansion next to your first one. Both of your playmates noticed immediately and turned away from each other. What are you doing? I'm gonna finish my next one before both of you. Shiloh glanced at you, then at Cove, who had already started digging up more sand. You all went back to making more sand buildings, but the whole mood had changed. Shiloh's cheeriness was clearly gone, and Cove looked as confused as ever, but the other boy had blown up. Oh, I love Cove. Autism. Gotitism. Autism. He's my baby. My future husband. My husband. My baby. Okay. Oh, at time. Good, because I was already kind of taking a break. Time to open up Candy Crush. What Candy Crush level are any of you guys at? I'm currently stuck, actually, on level 505. I keep running out of moves. I'm not having a good time on this level. I'm sure I'm just doing something wrong. I just need to find the trick. Alright, we're giving it another shot. We just need to find the trick to make this level go, to make us win this level. The noises of a Candy Crush player at work. I failed the level again. But everyone is back from ads. So hello everyone. How are the ads? How are the ads? Hope y'all are doing alright after the ads. Jamming out to the music again. Oh no! Cup. Welcome back. Welcome. It's nice to see you. Hello. We're playing a dating sim, but we're trying to be really mean, and I really hate it because I really love the male character. Also, don't redeem head pats right now because I haven't adjusted them since he disappeared off the screen. But thank you for the follow, Cup. I missed you. I need to auto-competize. Everything has failed me. All right. I haven't properly fixed it. That's me. That's not the head pats. Uh-oh. Where'd the head pats go? That is the gameplay? I need this. Okay. That is me again. Where are the head pats? I moved the head pats so that chat could head pat the love interest. So now I have to move them back to sit on my little head. Okay. And now I have to move myself down because I'm too tall right now. I'm meant to be short and cute and baby. Alright, I think the head pats are good. Okay, we can read now. The air stayed uncomfortable for the rest of the afternoon, right up to the moment that Shiloh's mom appeared at the beach to take him home. Cove and Shiloh had mostly followed your lead and barely said a word. His mom standing behind him, even Shiloh's goodbye had been quiet. Friendly, cheerful, but noticeably quiet. But with Shiloh gone and the sun going down, you knew it was time for you and Cove to head to your own houses. So you led the way on the path back home. The walk home was quiet. You passed by familiar landmarks, shoes thumping against the sidewalk in near perfect unison. Cove was clearly caught up thinking about something. Yeah, we have to... Oh, it's so hard to be a jerk because I want to ask my boy what he's thinking. I just want to hug him and I want to grow up and then... It's very hard to be a jerk when you've already fallen so in love with a character. I can't do this. It's pain. I'm in pain. I'm in physical pain at this point. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is gonna be the death of me, I swear. Alright, you stayed silent. You decided to keep your mouth shut and stay out of whatever was going on with him. But a minute or so later, he spoke up anyway. Oh, thank goodness. Hey, Angel? What? Cove fell silent again for a few more seconds, then sighed. Why'd Shiloh act like that when I said he was all red a lot? You shouldn't make fun of him. You were being rude to him. Yeah, I don't know what I would say. You're being rude to him. No, I wasn't. It looked like that to me. And it wasn't just saying that one thing. You're not very nice to Shiloh. I didn't mean it like that. Shiloh is kind of weird to talk to. See? That's kind of rude. I guess I can get it. Why he would do that. Sometimes I get really mad too. Despite seemingly coming to a conclusion, Cove's mood was still sour. What Shiloh said didn't make any sense anyway. Parents always talk to parents and set up stuff so their kids play together. My dad didn't do anything weird. You struggled to not make a face at that. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm so fine. Yeah. Very fine. Very, very fine. Yep. This is the most fun I've ever been. You know, this is the most fun I've ever been. I'm so fine. This is the most fun I've ever been. Yep, I'm doing okay. I'm so fine. I hate having to do this. Just deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. Deep breaths. We're doing okay. It's okay. Okay, we can do it. His dad definitely did something weird to try and get you to spend time with Cove. But Cove didn't know that. No, we can't do it. We can't do it. We're not ready yet. We're not ready. You know, we gotta lie. Nobody's making me spend time with you. Cove's shoulders relaxed. You hadn't even noticed that he had tensed up. That's the nicest we've been to Cove this entire playthrough so far. And I hate it. 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 Yeah, that's what I thought too. Anyways, I knew the whole time Shiloh shouldn't have been saying those things like that. You nodded, but you didn't speak. You kept your eyes firm on the ground. By now, the two of you were on the sidewalk near your house. It was time to part ways. Bye, Cove. Your parents hadn't planned anything else for you. You thought you knew that you'd see him eventually. Cove nodded, already turning away. Bye, Angel. You made your way up to your house at a leisurely pace, going up the driveway to get to the front door. Before you went inside, you looked back. Cove was halfway to his house, his hands shoved into his pockets. You still felt a little unsure with what you were supposed to do about the deal with Cove's dad had offered. You didn't want to say something bad or something you shouldn't. You might change your mind sometime, but there was always tomorrow after all. But for now, it was definitely something you'd keep to yourself. With a final look, you went inside your house. Oh yeah, for anyone wondering, that is what Angel Smith looks like. She's something. Definitely something. Oh, okay. We need to, I think we have just enough time to maybe squeeze out one more. We got one more. All right, which one should we play next? Which one? Come on. We've done 2 out of 10. We're making wonderful progress this stream. Wow. 10 out of 10 progress. Alright, I'm gonna randomly pick one. Okay, let's go grown up. Let's do grown up, yeah. This one has less Cove, so it's gonna be a little easier on me, if I remember correctly. One sweltering summer day, you were in the living room with Cove, listening to the sounds of the birds chattering outside the window while you lay across the rug on the floor. Cove's dad had dropped him off earlier, and your moms had left the two of you, along with Lizzie, to play amongst yourselves. It had been too hot outside in the afternoon, at least according to Mommy, so your sister was starting to get impatient waiting for her golf class that evening. The three of you had trouble finding something fun to do. The beach and the playground were off limits, and you felt it was too warm for anything like playing with your fuzzy toy animals. Then suddenly, a light came to Lizzie's big brown eyes, and her smile spread wide across her face. Having an idea gave her a whole new wave of energy. Since we're stuck inside, we should be adults. They don't play outdoors anyways. They're always inside and telling everybody they're too busy to play.
Why?
Why?
Duh.
I said why. And it will be fun. Duh. What do they do inside that we don't, besides use the phone a lot? Excluding a small huff, Lizzie decides to ignore Cove.
What do you think?
Angel, what do you think? Do you want to? I bet we could come up with something else. But that's what I'm going to do. It's not fun when I play pretend adults by myself. Do you do that a lot? What is it to you? Looking at Lizzie, it seemed Cove felt he could understand where she was coming from, and he sighed. Do you really not want to play, Angel? It was clear he wanted some way out, but still felt guilty about it. I'll try, but that sounds boring. I gotta be evil. I gotta harness this evil little child named Angel. Children must be evil. Okay. Okay. We must prepare. We have to get this one out, and then there will be 3 out of 10, which is a decent enough progress, I guess. We're probably gonna be doing a lot more streams on this game, so I hope you all like it. It's not gonna be, I guarantee. Lizzie seemed more determined than ever, and you could only sigh. Oh, thank you for the follow! Oh, the alert took so long to pop up for some reason. Bonk! Oh no, please don't bonk me. Please. I'll get brain damage. My brain is already damaged enough. Thank you for the hydrate! Glug, glug, glug. I needed that. My vocal cords. Blech. My throat was starting to get dry, which is not good. Uh-oh. I don't drink on strike. Welcome to this degree. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I don't drink on stream unless I get a hydrate, so... the smile really comes in clutch. Ah! Good, good, good. Yeah, we're gonna try and finish this this one moment. I think we've done 2 others so far, and it's really hard because I really love my boy here. I really love Cove. I love him a lot. I love him a lot. And it's really hard to be mean to him. I even had to bring out the pillow, and I have to have someone in my chat made me this. They went into the pit crew I used to make it, and they gave me a new facial expression so I could express my pain. And I think it's perfect because I'm like, oh, I need a mix between this and this because neither of them perfectly capture my emotions. And they made this, and I really like it. And unfortunately, I left, but I'm gonna tell them how much I like it later because I really like it. All right, back to reading, which I despise. Again, please no bullying. I'm trying. Satisfied that neither of you were about to bail on her, Lizzie thought over her options while you watched. After a few seconds, she clapped her hands together and beamed, apparently having settled on something without asking either of you. Okay, I'm gonna be a professional golfer. Angel, you and Cove can be a beach volleyball player, a gymnast, and a tennis player. Why can't we pick anything we want? Because I have a fun idea, that's why. And we have to play sports as adults? Yeah, you definitely hyped me up. Thank you for the hyping, by the way. It helped my confidence a ton. The confidence boost is through the roof right now. I feel so confident after this entire stream, and I'm actually I cried a lot this stream because I had to be mean to my precious future husband. If I go into the save system, you can see that's what we look like right now. Our name's Angel Smith, and we just wanted to make the most annoying looking child ever. She's annoying, she's mean. Her name is Angel, so she's either the sweetest person alive or an absolute, I can't say that because she's only 8 years old, but, and she doesn't like Cove, and she's honest about it. which is gonna be really hard, but it's for the storyline. See, first we're gonna not like him, then later we're gonna soften up. We're gonna be like, we're gonna kind of like him, like we're gonna be friends, and then finally we're gonna be a crush, and then we're gonna. It's gonna be perfect, beautiful. But all right. Yep. But there's other kinds of sports too.
Right?
It isn't the same. What do you think, Angel? Don't those choices sound super cool? You want to be that, huh? Isn't there anything else we can be? Lizzie stomped a foot on the ground. Nope, come on, just decide already. Knowing Lizzie wouldn't let this go anytime soon, you sighed. Cove was not impressed with Lizzie's attitude, though he didn't bother talking more about it for now. You thought over the list of possibilities: beach volleyball, gymnastics, or tennis. Out of all them, you prefer to play... Oh. What's the most annoying sport? Which one of these sports do annoying people play? Annoying little evil 8-year-old children who are really mean to cute other little kids who are really sad because their parents got a divorce. Poseidon. Yeah, I need to know. Okay, beach volleyball. Who plays beach volleyball? Thank you for the stretch on my big old creaky chair. Big old stretch. Let's see if anything pops this time. Okay. And to the left, my chair creaked, but nothing popped. To the right, nothing popped. And backwards, nothing popped. Forwards, no popping. Okay. Nothing popped this time. Yay! I don't know if that's a good sign, actually. I don't know if popping is good or bad. But we didn't pop, so. Alright. Which one sounds annoying? Smile, nod, smile, darling, smile. Pretty boy. Which one of these is annoying? Which one is played by annoying people? I need opinions. Tennis. Okay. I trust Smile's opinion. I like Smile, if you can't tell. Alright, tennis. The sport for annoying people. You remembered Mommy had a couple of old tennis rackets lying around somewhere, but you've forgotten where you've seen them last. You could check the attic for them, although Lizzie probably wouldn't let you run off to do that now that she had you here. Yes, that was clearly the top option. I want to be a tennis player.
Right.
She said it for me. How about you, Cove? I picked volleyball. I should have known. Okay, so Angel, you're a famous tennis player, and Cove, you're in a popular beach volleyball team, and Lizzie's ponytail bobbed when she proudly stretched her arms wide. We're Olympic athletes who just competed in the Olympics. Cove didn't seem all that impressed with the announcement. He made a face and adjusted the glasses on his nose. That's really specific.
Rude.
That's what makes it fun. Anyway, Lizzie marched back and forth in front of the both of you, getting lost in her own imagination. I won all gold medals, and people are calling me the next Mickey Wright. Who's that? Lizzie stomped on the spot and turned on him, her brown eyes shining with impatience. It doesn't matter if you know who she is. It's a golf thing. You guys won medals too. Cove, your team was bronze, and Angel, you barely missed out on the gold and got silver. It's more real if we're not all in first place. You know, if playing this evil just made me realize that, oh, both of us are snotty, like, awful kids. And I think that's really funny because these moms are literally like the sweetest people ever. And it makes sense, you know, good moms, they can produce one snotty kid, but two? This changes the whole context of the game. I mean, now they got two little snotty kids who are just like, no, I do this, no, I do this, I'm the best, all the time. It's beautiful. I'm having so much fun playing this way, guys. This is everything I've wanted. I just want to be nice to my baby boy again. My sweet baby, my future husband. Let him. Silver sucks. I don't want silver. I feel like that's a good reaction for this snotty little child. You folded your arms across your chest, staring Lizzie down. Me neither. You nodded at Cove, happy he had your back.
Sorry.
Lots of people lose at the Olympics. Them's the breaks. Then you're the one who did, not me. Lizzie looked taken aback by Cove's declaration, as though the thought of her losing was completely absurd. No way, it wouldn't make sense. I'm already practicing my golf game. She took a golfing stance to make her point, pretending to swing a club and hit an invisible ball. So what kind of house do you want to live in? Cove didn't change his mind about winning, but thinking about where he lived as an adult appealed to him, apparently, because he looked back at Lizzie with some of the anger fading. I'm gonna live on the beach. Lizzie made a face at him, poking out her tongue. That's kind of boring. We already have that. No, not like the normal houses with a street on it, right on the sand, by the water. Just like that, all detention was back. You hadn't even a chance to choose where you want to live. That's not very fun or smart, Cove. You can't live on a bunch of sand and shells. But I want to. And I will. Cove narrowed his eyes at Lizzie, even though she stood half a head taller than him. You didn't give out a list of anything to pick from this time, so I'm picking that. Why are we even playing pretend if we can't imagine anything? Geez, well, I'm gonna live in a mansion far, far away from here, and far away from you. One with an indoor pool and a place to practice my award-winning golf.
It's not fair.
How come you were yelling about mine when your idea is even more impossible? Lizzie's face flushed red, her hands balling to fists at her side. It's not impossible, it's better than yours. Disagreement always seemed to crop up when the two of them were together, and you always felt like you were stuck in the middle. But when it came to the topic at hand, this time you thought. You were tired of deciding between either of them? That is probably a little jerk answer, yeah. You didn't engage with their bickering and instead dreamt up your own dream house. And you weren't going to share your idea with them either. You already knew it was a good one. Yeah, I think golf is in the Olympics, I'm pretty sure. I think, unless it's trying to imply Lizzie is a stupid child. I mean, speaking of stupid children, I just actually found out yesterday, because I believed that George Washington was not born in the USA. And one of my friends had to tell me, well, technically it was still the UK at the technically. And I'm like, no, just let me admit I'm stupid. He was born in Virginia. George Washington was born in Virginia, and I didn't know that. Yes, I'm very serious about this. I didn't know, and one of my friends would be like, well, technically at that point it was in the UK, you know, you're good. And I'm like, no, just admit I'm stupid. Admit to me I'm stupid. Hang on, let me work up some tears. I'm gonna cry and commit. No, please. That was not the good tears. I've done some pretty good tears. Not stupid. Here I was. Yeah, pets. Can I get some on my head too? Can I get some of the ones that show up on with my BNG please. Please puts index fingers together while pointing up thumb. While pointing thumbs up to the sky. Please. Please. I need the pretty head. I need the silly head pets. You know, I think the reason I thought that George Washington wasn't, that I just learned that George Washington was from Virginia is because I got bonked too many times. Too many people decided to bonk me. See, look at this. I got bonked one too many times, and now I have brain damage. That was you. I'm proving a point. Wow, I can't prove a point here anymore. Alright, back to game. You can swim whenever you want if you live on the beach. We can still swim anytime you want from where we live now. Being a little closer doesn't mean anything. Says you. The two of them scowled at each other. It was me bonking you when I joined. Oh no, you gave me brain damage! How can you? You're being so unreasonable. I don't get what you want. This game doesn't make sense. It does. You have to be realistic. I said that. But you're not. You had no idea what to do to make them stop at this point. It seemed like the two of them would just keep working each other up as long as they could. Nothing you'd said so far had kept them from being mad. Thankfully, like a greeting card angel, Mom walked in the room. Lizzie rushed over to her, hanging onto the hem of her shirt and poking out her tongue at Cove. Lizzie, Angel, it's time to get ready to go. Sorry you have to leave already, Cove. Their mommy said she'll walk you home so you don't have to be left in the cold. Isn't it supposed to be a really hot day? Cove was still glaring at Lizzie, his face flushed red with anger. I can go by myself, but... Without giving Mom a chance to stop him, Cove stood up and stalked out of the room, shoulders drawn tight. Okay? Worried, Mom turned to look down at you and Lizzie. You two were playing nice with our new friend, weren't you? Yeah, see, Angel may be a liar, but she's only a liar when it benefits her. You told the truth. No, Lizzie and Cove kept yelling at each other. They wouldn't stop fighting about everything. Your sister's jaw dropped, looking betrayed. Meh. As Mom put both her hands on her hips. Elizabeth! I told you to be kind to him. He's having a hard time right now. Lizzie's mouth closed back up, replaced by a tiny frown. I know, I tried. He was...
That's enough.
You know, actually, while playing this, I made a joke. I'm like... It was actually because of, like, the dinner scene in one of the things that I was playing with a friend, and I'm like, Lizzie hates autistic people, confirmed, /J. I'm back! Welcome back! Look, it's the pain. I'm using this forever now also, thank you. I really like it. I like it a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I really like that one. Thank you very much. Alright, right now, Lizzie and Cove got into fights. I'm not. I keep messing up the words. I've played these scenes like 15 times at this point, lots of these ones, so I've read these a lot. No buts. We both know you can show someone a great time when you put your mind to it. We're going to apologize to Cove and his dad over the phone when he gets home from work tonight. Lizzie hung her head, dragging a foot across the ground in front of her. Okay, Mom. Good girl. You caught pieces of Lizzie sulking to herself about how it was his fault too, but it was over. Oh no, the ad started! I wasn't even ready! I read really fast. I read and talk really, really fast. Like, in my head, I think, if I remember, I'm able to read 200, 300 pages in about an hour. I don't know if you can actually hear this because the ad breaks. But, especially when reading in my head, I, like, zoomy. I do a lot of zoomies. I like running. Basically, we've called it an intense need for speed. Oh no. Yeah, I'll talk about this when we get back from ads. Okay, welcome back. I was kind of talking, but so, well, okay. So yeah, I do the zoomies. Since the ads were going, I can read, I think last time I checked, 100 to 200 to 300 pages in about an hour. I think it's more like somewhere in between 200 and 300, like, pages of a pretty decently sized book. So I read really fast in my head, and that's what trips me up a lot because my head moves faster than my words. And then, so we just call it like my need for speed because I like running, I like horsebacking. One of my favorite things ever is going intertubing, like getting hooked up to the back of the boat and just getting dragged across the waves in the floaty. I find it so fun. But yeah, I like have a need for speed. I talk fast, I read fast. I is too speedy for my own good. But yet my brain is still slow as I've never done the tubing thing. We need to go tubing sometime, okay? It's so much fun, but it's also so terrifying. I have a fear of water. Like thalassophobia or whatever, like the fear of the ocean, like water and stuff. So when I fall off I'm fine when I'm on the thing because I got my eyes closed. It just feels like I'm getting water sprayed on my face and going really fast and screaming. But the second you fall out, you're just sitting there in the wide open water waiting for the boat to come get you. And it's horrifying and okay, back to the game because we gotta finish this step. I'm so happy. It's been so long since I've been able to stream this long with this good of quality. Uganda is being kind to me today. Right. We better get a move on.
Let's go.
Let's go, kids. I'm just gonna... Not Lonnie. I know it's Lonnie at the end. That's all I know. That's all I know is it's Lonnie at the end. It's because I promoted you for real. Yeah, same. Like, I'm fine. I love swimming. But, as soon as I can't see the bottom, just, nope. Especially because, going into the ocean, not being able to see the bottom, or, like, just a lake or something, and then having something touch your foot. High places are scary, but I also used to climb trees as a kid, so I have like semi-fear, but also not. It's really weird. Alright, I think it's Nolani. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know, maybe? I know it's Lonnie, but I don't know. No, okay, have fun eating. Eat good food, okay. I need to finish this up and then we can end stream. Oh, one moment. Stuff touching you when yeah, it's the worst. Okay. Let's go, kids. Nolani, where did you leave the car keys? Mom hustled you all out the door, and you noticed during the car ride to golf practice that Lizzie was quieter than usual. She was usually the first one to request which music to listen to in the car, but she really didn't say a thing. Your parents noticed she wasn't in a mood to be bothered. They gave her space, and Mommy just asked you what you would like to listen to. Okay, we're a selfish, mean little child. That's our character. I hate doing mean routes. You picked your favorite song. It always made the car ride more fun. Eventually, Lizzie came around and started singing along with you. You both knew all the words, and your moms even sang along too. When the car ride was over, you spent the twilight hour watching Lizzie hit things with other girls her age. You didn't know much about golf, but you could tell that she really liked it, so you sat with your moms and tried to puzzle it out. It was nice sitting outside after being cooped up in the house all day. You stretched out your legs to let the last few minutes of sun warm your skin. When the sun was finally out of sight, dipping behind the horizon, you all got ready to leave. Instead of going straight home, your moms took the family out to dinner. You went to a restaurant you had all been going to ever since you could remember. The whole afternoon had been a bunch of shouting, and you hadn't been able to stop, but you could kind of tell that this all helped Lizzie be less angry. The car ride home was quiet, with only the radio providing escape from silence. Lizzie had been in better spirits now, but the closer you got to your neighborhood, the more she wiggled in her seat and frowned out the window. She knew what was coming when you all got back home. Clearly, she was dreading it. Soon enough, Mom was turning out to your street, then reversing into the driveway. Once she cut the ignition, it was dead silent. Thank you for the hydrate. Chug chug. And that's a full water bottle we've gotten through on stream. You've drowned me. Water. Soon enough. Okay, we were at that one. No one spoke, only unbuckled their seatbelts and opened their doors. Lizzie was the last one out. Once everyone was inside and done taking off their shoes, she propped her hands on her hips. Now then, Mr. Holden's car is in his driveway, so he should be back from work. That's good news, isn't it, Elizabeth? You and Cove can hash things out before the day's done. Lizzie didn't complain or put up a fight. Her head ducked so she didn't have to meet anyone's eyes. She nodded once. Good, let's move this to the kitchen. Mommy went over to the house phone, the rest of you following behind her. Mommy put a gentle hand on Lizzie's shoulder as they walked side by side. You watched them from the back. This was only happening because you told on Lizzie. We don't regret it. We're Angel Smith, and we're a rude little kid. That's our character. We don't regret it. You frowned to yourself, recalling how Cove had left in such a bad way. Mom had told you to be on your best behavior with Cove, but Lizzie hadn't listened. She upset him more than usual, even. The four of you stood around the kitchen in a lopsided square. All eyes were on Lizzie, who kept her gaze on her feet. You remember the number for Cove's house, don't you, honey? Lizzie jerked her head in another nod, sullen. Without further promoting, she stepped forward and began to dial. Ah, look, little heart. Mom reached over and pressed a button on the base. Suddenly, you could hear the phone ringing. She turned on the speaker. The phone rang a couple of times, then stopped. Mr. Holden's warm voice came through the other end. Evening, Holden residence. Lizzie looked over at Mommy, unsure. She nodded encouragingly. Hi, Mr. Holden. It's, Lizzie. Can I talk to Cove? Lizzie Smith? What a surprise. Of course you can say hey to the boy. He sounded cheery as usual, though definitely meant it when he said it was a surprise. You thought hard, and you were sure that your sister had never called Cove's house before. Mom spoke up before Mr. Holden or Lizzie could say anything more. Her arms were crossed over her chest, her lips pursed. Hi, Cliff, Nilani, Angel, and I are here too. Good evening. We're sorry for bothering you so late. Okay. We don't say anything. We're a little kid, right? Really little kids don't say anything, right? You shifted from one foot to another, but remained where you were. The gang's all here, huh? Is something the matter? His voice grew a bit concerned. Mommy was quick to reassure him. No, well, yes, but it's gonna be okay. Lizzie and Cove got into a bit of a fight today. We were hoping that the two of them could talk and make up. Is this a good time for you and Cove?
What?
A fight? Cove didn't tell me anything about that when I came home. It does explain the funk he's been in tonight. He chuckled lightly. Despite that, it didn't seem like he really thought it was funny. Anyways, it's good. You didn't catch us at a bad time. I'll go grab him for you. There was some shuffling on the other end. He must not have gone far because you could still hear him calling out. Cove, there's someone on the phone for you. After a beat of silence, there was more muffled talking from Cove's dad. Come on, bud. Lizzie called just so she could talk to you. It took a bit of back and forth, though the conversation seemed one-sided since you couldn't hear Cove properly. Eventually, Cove took the phone from his dad. Hi. Hello? You opened your mouth, only for Mommy to catch your eye and shake her head softly. You frowned, but didn't say anything. Hey, it's Lizzie. Yeah, I know. Dad told me. Cove's tone was defensive. Lizzie turned to Mom, scowling. One stern look from her, though, and Lizzie turned away.
Sorry.
I called to say I'm sorry for not playing nice with you today. I won't do it again. Lizzie's eyes were downcast, her voice low. You could tell she felt uncomfortable apologizing to Cove in front of everyone. She was still being genuine about feeling bad. Cove must have realized that too, because he sighed quietly. I want gold. Lizzie was momentarily stunned silent by the command. You could understand why he did it. You had wanted gold too. Alright, you win the gold. Okay, I guess I'm sorry too. A sense of relief washed over everyone at his acceptance of the apology. Mom uncrossed her arms while Mommy's shoulders relaxed. Lizzie's eyebrows raised up. You wondered if she thought that he'd refuse her apology. Dad, can I get off the phone now? You couldn't see him, but it was obvious that Cove felt awkward about the situation. He had come off uncomfortable the entire time, really. Yeah, you can go back to your room if you want. Be sure to say goodbye first, though. Bye, Lizzie. Bye. With that said, Cove must have handed the phone to his dad and left, since Mr. Holden spoke up.
That's a relief.
All well that ends well, as they say. Thanks for arranging this. I'm sure he appreciates it. As Mom replied, Lizzie tugged on Mommy's hand to catch her attention. Can I go now, too?
Good job.
Sure, sweetie. Thank you very much for apologizing to Cove. Mom flashed a brief smile at Lizzie and nodded her agreement. Given permission to leave, Lizzie scurried off towards the stairs. She seemed to be feeling much better with the incident behind her. Mom and Mommy returned the phone, taking it off speaker. They continued talking to Mr. Holden. You couldn't tell what about. You were glad that was the end of it all. Lizzie and Cove might not get along, and probably still won't, but they weren't mad at each other anymore. Mom and Mommy weren't upset either. Everything was finally back to normal. With that thought, you retreated to your own room with a spring in your step. Alright, we have gotten through 3 moments today, and I think that is a good time to end, as it is getting a little late here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun talking to everyone in chat and playing this game, as I really love it, even if it was painful trying to be mean. If you haven't already, join the Discord. I'm going to be asking everyone how they thought about today's stream and whether they would like me to continue this series or not. So it'd be really awesome to hear all of your opinions too. I will pop the command in chat real quick to get you the link. And with that, and if you want to follow me everywhere else, here is, I think I should have a links command. I do not, I forgot, I haven't fixed that yet. Apologies. Alright, well, with that, I'm going to sign off for the night. Again, thank you so much. Join the Discord, and we